Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Let's get ready to rumble!
Good evening, good afternoon. Crud. Virtual background. None. Welcome to Drawn and Quartered. I have to test something because I'm really scared. Jeff, say something.
Something.
Damn it. This happened before. My speaker stopped working. Jeff, Amy, Melissa, you can't hear me. Or you can hear me. I can't hear you.
I totally hear you.
Jeff, take over. I gotta try to fix this.
Okay, I've taken over. Well, he fixes things.
So let me get this straight. Jeff's in charge?
Jeff is in charge.
All right. Well, this
That
is
had a full opportunity to say whatever I wanted to say, and he wouldn't be able to hear it.
See, and it's not like he could possibly play those back and it would come back to bite you.
No.
Well, he would never play it back. And welcome, Alan Alonso from Howl Comics.
Thunder.
Thunder.
That was good.
Thundercats.
Oh, snarf. 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 Snarf.
This is gonna be awesome. So does it matter the kind, like, is it OG Thundercats, the new show, anything except the little weird rubber band ones that they made up a while ago that no one talks about?
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. I'm just here for color commentary.
Ah, well, there you go. All right, then.
And to take over when Mike's speakers aren't working.
There is that.
So how's it been going, Alan?
Panthers out of Newport, Lionel.
Snarf, snarf,
Snarf.
That's great. Oh, hey, Blue Moon and Andrew Hayes. Hi, Doug. Oh,
You know,
Yes,
just
Blue
staring
Moon
into
and
the
the hen-
empty void of life. You know, with a smile.
man. I wonder what would be a good. I mean, there's always Chitara.
Chitara. I call
Oh,
it
look,
Chitara.
and we've got Kevin Hulk,
Oh, yeah.
otherwise known as Kevin Sharp, less commonly known as Kevin Sharp.
But also known as Kevin. Oh, that's really pretty, Kevin. If you're talking, we can't hear you, but you probably know that.
Can't. Oh, they've changed the layout
Of the
of
cover?
of certain things, unless it's just
Ah.
me. So
Oh.
because I wanted to play this.
And you did. Yay. Bless you.
So while we're still waiting,
That looks awesome.
while
Oh,
Mike,
how's your book going? I know we haven't seen you as much, sadly, because you've been busy.
I'm on
It's great that you're getting working on your book. That's awesome. I don't mean to say that, but how's it going?
chapter 8. I'm on chapter 18. I'm
Wow.
still not halfway through everything. So
You
I'm
So
still
how
working. Go ahead.
How many chapters do you think this is going to be then by the time you wrap it up?
Probably about 35.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Was the last one that many or?
No, the last one was about 100,000, 110,000 words all
Chapters?
told.
Oh,
No,
words.
110,000. Yeah, no, 110,000 words all told. I'm sitting probably at 50 or 60,000 right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I already have a bunch of chapters already done, but it's like I'm kind of like trying to get to those and then gluing those in. And then after that, continue on. My wife has been nagging me to fix it, or not to fix it, but my wife has been nagging me to read it before school starts again. So
Nice.
I'm working hard at it.
Oh, that's gonna be great though. Now, does she teach out at school? Is that why you're trying to go
Yeah.
for school deadline?
Yeah.
Ah,
She
okay.
reads-
So she'll have the time to finish it. I can see that.
She reads everything that I write and
Aw.
gives me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And thus far, she's been correct, so I can't knock
Yeah.
it.
That's right. Kevin, I know you were showing off your cover there. I don't know if you're trying to provide us with some narration about it. It is gorgeous, but again, you're muted. So
Yes.
if you're trying to tell us anything about this gorgeous piece, otherwise we shall just feast our eyes upon it.
Just.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, KSSS votes Mike.
Yeah, I'm muted for a reason. It's all good. I'm just
Okay,
showing,
that's all right. I just
showing the
don't-
art.
yeah, it looks amazing. I just don't want you to feel ignored or like unappreciated or unvalued. It does look great.
Oh,
Oh, I like
my
Mike!
gosh.
Well, this is gonna be lame.
A wild Mike has appeared.
well, that's why we're here.
I can't get my speakers to work on my phone, on my computer. This happened before.
What in the world?
This
Have you
happened,
tried like
and the
have you
trouble
tried
is we fixed it.
headphones?
No, nothing works. Headphones, nothing. So I'm just gonna remove
What in
this
the world?
Well, how can we hear you now then if it didn't work?
on my phone.
Oh,
His
okay.
microphone works.
It sounds different. Like it sounds like normal.
Does it
Does
do
it do
anything?
anything? So I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that camera on in here though, in case I need to bring up my camera. But like, you just see the top of my head.
And a bright light. You have a halo. Or maybe that's inspiration. Like every time you get an idea, you can just put your finger in the air, like aha.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, what's being shown here? Why is this like weird?
Because I was going to try and show Kevin stuff, but you then jumped in, so then it kind of
Yeah,
like
we're
interrupted
gonna
me.
There we
You disrupted my flow.
Snarf!
I threw out the Emperor's Groove.
go. Oh,
You threw off the flow, Lionel!
There's
Oh,
all
are
right.
you doing this for your whatnot, Kevin, or are these commission pieces?
oh, these were just the other day. I was going to go on Whatnot, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to draw.
Mhm.
And then some other things happened at home, and then I couldn't go on Whatnot. So these were kind of
You
just
just
sitting
drew?
there. Yeah, these were just kind of sitting there. So I figured I'd finish the color stuff on it and call it a day. So this
Might
is
as well.
it's actually nicer, but the camera's like it's fluorescent lights, and I can change the lighting, but for some reason it's making it very muted. It's like it keeps shifting. Like
I mean, it's always going to look better in person. Whenever you
Yeah.
get art, it's always better in person. But that's saying something because this looks fantastic.
My cameras are always jacking up my color schemes and stuff. Can you see this?
I painted a cell once. I don't know what happened, but the character was supposed to have kind of like a green jacket. I'm like, okay, that's no problem. So I mixed the color to make sure it was the right shade, and indeed it was. And then I scanned it. You know that thing came up purple, and I'm like, why? And it's like, nope, this document's purple. I'm like, it's really not though. So I'm like, I don't know if it was the paints I was using that the scanner just didn't like, but it was like, nope. I'm like, ah, man.
Joseph says, "Wow, Superman looks awesome, Mike. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Good job, Mike.
Really appreciate that."
That Morgon you did was beautiful too.
that's me, Joseph Ferguson art. That's me. That's Kevin.
Kevin also goes by the name of Mike periodically.
I'll take credit for some beautiful art drawn by Kevin. Fine.
Ooh, that's a nice Wolverine.
And this was done way back when I returned to Whatnot around the same time Mike started doing his streams and stuff.
He
I like-
returned to Whatnot.
Is that soft gray around the inks? Is that the pencil?
Yeah.
That looks so elegant. Oh, what a
Oh,
nice
thank you.
texture. Ugh,
But-
gorgeous.
Yeah, but these are just sitting around, so I figured I was showing them during the Whatnot stream and
Sure,
right-
Justin.
right before it came in. So
Yeah, I still got my Whatnot stream running.
I would if I could keep a charge on the phone long enough. I would.
I know. I wonder if my phone's gonna last this whole show. Because
No, no.
Oh boy.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, the thing is, the plug won't reach where I have my phone. So
I guess it's. Do you know how to go into your audio settings and make sure that your stuff isn't muted? I know Lissa had a microphone that just randomly did that, and I managed to fix
I've
it.
been through this before. So it's
Okay.
a driver issue or something like that.
Oh, you think so?
Last time Windows fixed it, and then this time it's like, nope, not gonna fix it this time. Sorry. I'm like, oh, great, thanks, perfect timing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Damn. I mean, I wonder if it could output audio to USB. I mean, if it's a driver issue. Well, oh well. I'm sure you've tried everything. It's just one of those things that we're just like kind of built that when computers go wrong, you gotta fix it. You gotta make it work.
And
some-
some the IT mode.
Exactly.
It's what it is, ladies. It'll have to do what I have. Will have to do. All right. So tonight on Unrecorded, Thundercats.
Woo!
Oh,
That's right.
Yes.
all right then. I got my Thundercats cover here, ready to go. Everybody else ready? We're already a half an hour late. That is
No.
mine. Nobody
No.
else is ready.
You are half an hour late. We were not.
That means I can't draw all the
You're
whiskers.
awesome.
You know when you're like in a car and there's a driver and like the driver's late,
Okay.
but you're in the car. So wherever you're going, you are also late.
Is it like a cosmic thing? Like, wow.
It's just something that, you have to deal with sometimes.
We were in the car.
You're in the car.
I was in the car.
I'm the driver. You're late too. Okay, we need snipers. Are we clear on this, Jeff?
Well, when we get into the quantum realm. That's,
All right. You
let's
are
talk about time travel. Okay,
not. Thunder.
so let's shout out first up. Hey, Andrew Hayes, Blue Moon,
Blue Moon.
KS.
KSSS.
What is it? A KS or KSSS?
Call him Kiss.
Kiss. Okay.
Kiss.
Henry Jeremick. And hello to you too.
What?
Flying Saucer.
Jeremic, hey.
Joseph Ferguson Art.
Nice.
Loves Kevin's work.
Terrible.
Devontae Edwards. Hello to you. And that's it thus far.
Dynamite. All right.
Yeah, Flying Saucer says we should deduct points from you. Yellow card for Mike, delay of stream. Yellow card, delay of stream.
What? You are all rude. All right. 1, 2, 3, go. You have till 9:35.
They already went.
Someone's already started. Yeah.
They already went.
I
dude.
saw someone sketching
sorry.
circles, so I thought that was the go.
I just heard we're running late. Everybody start drawing. I went, ah.
Yeah, that's what I heard, too.
Who said
Should I
that?
start over? I didn't draw that much.
No, it's fine.
Don't
Oh
worry.
well, it was me. I did when I heard you say everybody start drawing. That's when I started sketching. So that if how somebody saw somebody drawing, that was me.
Don't worry. If we all win tonight, then I'll come in second. It's okay.
There you go.
Should I do Chitara?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't have to, but yeah.
Or should I do?
Or like Chitara, am I right?
Oh,
Chitara has a staff, doesn't she?
Yeah, if you extend.
Cool.
Chitara, Chitara.
Shakira.
Oh, there's the original. The OG Crew, 1985.
Mm.
If you have any questions, I could probably help you with them.
You know,
you.
I was looking up references, and I think one of the very first pictures that popped up my Google is a Kevin Sharp piece of Mumra.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, who was it?
It's Kevin.
I remember when we did this. Kanan did Mumra, and it was freaking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that, Kevin?
Trying to remember because there's not a lot of streams I was able to be on that had Kanan on it.
Were you a late?
Yeah, I wasn't one of the original crew. I came on much later.
Oh,
He came
I was like-
on.
He's always
and-
been here.
Right
Huh.
after you had the chair stream, and you were like, "Hey, dude," you're like, "Hey, I know your name," and I
oh
was like, "Yeah."
yeah.
Kevin drew a
Right,
Captain America Wolverine.
Kevin
you
was
were
doing the draw along. He was in the draw along.
Yeah, and they had like right after the chair stream because I was like constantly trying to figure out a number to call you or something like that because of the chair stream. Because I was worried. I was like, well, first we thought it was funny, and then I was like, if they don't know the camera's going and his kids are running in and out, I don't know. Some kids like to get up and have a bowl of cereal and in their underwear, and we don't need that on YouTube. So I was trying.
Oh yeah, did you? One time I was on, V Row. Anybody familiar?
No, I don't.
He's a Romanian YouTuber,
Uh-huh.
super bass dude. He's got a pretty big channel. Anyways, he had me on one time, and I was live streaming with some dude from Europe, and him, and like JoJo walks into my office freaking naked.
Oh,
because he had with a diaper in his hand because he had dirtied his diaper, and like, he's like, "There's a giant behind you. He's naked. I have to end the stream right now and delete it."
That's having kids.
yeah. I was definitely. That's how I was. I was like, this is funny, but something could happen, and we probably don't. Mike doesn't need to have that happen. So.
So,
I was in the chat going, "Does anybody have Mike's number?"
There's got to be some way we can handle this.
save him.
I'm drawing the wrong guy. I'm not drawing Mum Run this picture. Dang it.
Sorry, I put him in your head.
I know, right?
Mum's the word.
Mumra's
Mumra's the word.
Yeah, exactly. Very much so.
Good one, girls.
the
Mumra's the word. You heard it's the look, it's the feeling.
It was kind of like when I was down at CrossGen. Like, I came down to CrossGen, and a lot of cool people were leaving at the exact same time that I came down. They're like, "Oh, this is my last week here. Bye." And
Oh, man.
yeah, exactly. So that's how it was with Drawn and Quartered. There were a few people that left right around the same time that I came in.
I just remember your first piece. I remember it was a Wolverine, Captain America Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
Wait, who was on before you that left?
I wouldn't. Let me probably rephrase that so it's more clear. More people started not showing up and just kind of doing their own thing right around the time that I came in because like I said, I wasn't there when Kanan was there. Let me see. What's that guy that drew in kind of an anime style or
Kevin?
yeah.
Okay.
And then there was some other guys. I think one night he got mad. He's like, "You guys aren't cool," or something like that. "You guys aren't entertaining," or something, and just left. And I was like, "Okay, what?"
John
right.
Man.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was.
Who was that? Was that Ethan?
Huh?
Was that Ethan? It was like, he's like, you guys shouldn't be on here drawing other people's properties. You should only be Comicscape properties.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't remember that one, but I'm
I think it's hilarious now.
Yeah.
You know, we should become a gossip channel and not draw anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
I like drawing though.
Oh, okay, never mind. Next time. Erasey Wraith.
There you go. So, largely speaking, what's Mumra's deal? Is he a cat person too?
No,
Or is
no.
he a...
He's a straight out demon mummy thing. There was like in his tomb, he's got like these four. They may be Egyptian gods.
Ancient spirits of evil.
Yeah, the ancient spirits of evil, but they're based on I think they're based on Egyptian gods. But there's a big statues in his pyramid that are around this big cauldron, and then he's got his sarcophagus that stands up and stuff, and it's the source of his power. And he can transform from the mummy dude and the wraps and stuff to action Mumra.
Super mummy dude.
Well, like action.
Yeah, and so he can transform by calling upon the power, and his weaknesses is that he can't.
You're slacking, dude.
Yes.
I'm just saying you're slacking.
What do you mean I'm slacking?
Oh my gosh. He just said he's got the power.
Oh.
What?
And oh my goodness.
Okay, now you threw him off.
Anyway, his weakness is he can't. If he sees his reflection, he loses his power. He's horrified by his own image, and he goes flying off and goes back to his temple.
Really?
That ugly.
Yeah.
He has a face not even a mother could have.
Yeah.
Akuma says they gave Mumra an origin. He's from ancient Egypt, and by the way, welcome Akuma, and Cyrils.
Yeah, I heard somewhere. I mean, it might have been a fan theory, but that the planet that they're on is like Earth way in the future.
Yeah. It's called Third Earth, but like the running. It never really spelled out. That's the thing. Some people say, "Oh, Mumra has an origin." He doesn't have it in the cartoon, not in the original cartoon. The cartoon is the Bible, because the Bible, the characters never existed until the cartoon. So it's not like He-Man where it was in other media and stuff before then.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it's another media first?
Yeah, like the toys, and then in the mini comics. Yeah, so.
Oh, sure.
And they had a bunch of different origins and other backstory stuff.
Was He-Man the one that was originally supposed to be Conan?
Mumra has
Conan's
a pet dog?
No, I think
because of Wonder Bread Man.
No, it's not proven, or it's not, as I understand it, because it's so muddled about what was going on at the time. It's not that He-Man was, as I understand the lore, it was not that He-Man was Conan just rebranded. Other artists other artists that worked with the thing, like Mark Taylor and stuff, had ideas for a Barbarian line, and they may have worked on some sculpts that was supposed to be maybe for Conan, but it's so muddy that they don't have a lot of records left on what that is. So some people are saying, "Oh, it's a Conan line." No, it's not. As I understand it, it's not proven that He-Man was intended to be Conan. They may have borrowed the sculpts for it,
Right.
like the body sculpts of the figures.
Close
But-
enough, right?
Yeah, but it did not. Like other artists had ideas and stuff. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that they definitely bit off of Thundar the Barbarian, but that the original He-Man design became the Wonder Bread Man that you had to mail out for. Because,
yeah.
But they had that changed later because it looked too much like Conan, but not because Conan was.
Well, that was just
them.
a free. That was just a,
Explain Wonder Bread Man to me.
yeah. See, it's getting a little muddy. It's Wonder Bread Man was just a fulfillment thing that if you bought 3 figures, it's like somehow somebody got it confused that it was tied in with Wonder Bread. It wasn't tied in with Wonder Bread at all.
I don't know why it's called Wonder Bread Man. I just know that's what it's called.
No. But that's the thing. It's gotten muddy. It was a mail-in. It was a reward for buying 3 figures. It was a contest or whatever you want to say, a fulfillment thing, where you could get, if you bought 3 figures and you mailed in a coupon, you got a free He-Man figure, and the He-Man figure had brown hair and stuff like that. But people were confused with what I understand to be a card set that you could get from or little trading cards that would come mailed with the Wonder Bread things. And so basically it became kind of like a Mandela effect kind of thing.
Oh.
And then recently somebody found a letter. It's very weird, but somebody at Mattel found a letter from a lady or they had tracked down a letter to Mattel or something from a lady that was explaining that she didn't get her fulfillment or something, and she went and spelled out what she was supposed to get, and was supposed to be this Wonder Bread He-Man. Yeah. Well, they call it Wonder Bread, but again, everybody's muddy.
No, Kevin's right. It's like just a nickname for that toy. I don't know why they call it that. It was like a rumor that started.
Yeah, well, that's why. It's because people were confusing it with the mail-ins for the trading cards, or not the mail-ins, but the trading cards that came with the thing. It was.
You do to me a great name for
Yeah, it's very muddled, and I mean it's very convoluted and stuff. But
what's
the letter from the lady? The lady said, "Hey, I didn't get this and that," and so somebody that found it said, "Oh, okay, that's where the confusion is." You know, and this is years later when they're trying to figure out what actually happened. And so they found out that it actually had nothing to do with Wonder Bread at all.
Really?
Yeah. It was just for the figures. It was for hey, if you buy 3 He-Man figures, you get.
It wasn't a box top thing at all. It was just action figures.
Yeah. It was like if you had the UPC, you mail in the UPC symbols to show that you proved that you bought 3 He-Man figures. You got a free one mailed to you, and it was just the figure in almost like a sandwich bag with a bunch of extra weapons. And,
What does that have to do with it?
Huh?
Hey,
What does Wonder Bread have to do with it?
I just told you. And then, well, here's the thing. Somebody had that confused for the longest time. And so in 2008, when Mattel did what they called the Classics line, and it's not the old vintage figures, it was 6-inch figures in the style of 6 or 7-inch figures in the style of the old figures, but it had better articulation and all this other good stuff. And so they didn't, since their records were poorly kept, they kept everybody kept calling it Wonder Bread. So they came out with this character called Wondar. That was one of the figures. And he came with the armor and everything. And on the back of the armor, it has a little jet pack. And on the bottom of the jet pack was
Thundar the Barbarian.
And no, it was just Wondar for Wonder Bread. But yeah, go ahead. Like Wonder Bread, Wondar.
Did he carry a loaf of bread with him? Was that one?
Yes, you got it. The figure came with the plastic loaf of bread in And and there was on his jetpack, he had the logo. You remember the what? Remember the Wonder?
Barbarian had a jetpack
and a loaf of bread.
Yeah, in the original figure had a black version of. There's a character called Zodak. He's a cosmic enforcer, blah 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 character, and he had a red armor. Well, some people confused. Like I said, it's a big memory hole, but some people confused that they got the black version of that armor with their figure originally.
That was a black. Whoa. What's going on?
Hang on.
Getting feedback.
You said the secret word.
Okay. Your mic was on.
Who's Mike?
Mike's mic.
Mike's mic was on?
Mike's mic.
Yeah.
Mike's Mike. Oh.
I just muted it. I had to add him to the stage.
So anyway, people were confusing, thinking that they got this black armor with the He-Man, but it didn't. But it didn't. It came with a armor pack that was sold separately or whatever. But people had memory hold this thing to where things get confusing because it's 1980s and you get when this line came out, this new line came out, it was 2008. So people are getting things mixed up, and Mattel didn't keep good records and all this other good stuff.
Yeah.
So,
and there weren't websites to go archive all this on back then. It was
well, they did have some. Some people kept certain things, but basically it was like, hey, we'd have to track it down, find this, you know, and go to yard sales, go to old vintage toy stores, and all that good stuff. But anyway, what's funny is that the jetpack on the bottom of the jet thruster was the logo, the white, and remember the Wonder Bread logo, or the packaging was white with little polka dots.
Yeah, like primary polka dots.
Well, on the bottom of the jet blaster was the logo in a circle, you know, with the colors, and it came with a loaf of bread and all this other good stuff. So yeah,
into it.
Yeah, it's a crazy folklore, but anyway,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, well let me say hello to a bunch of people here.
Exactly.
SE Spider says, no offense to everyone, but shall we just give Kev the win now or just continue to play pretend?
Well,
Archibald C says hi. See Flying Saucer, come now. Yeah, that's it. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, it was just it's a crazy folklore, and then finally, you know, like I said, recently, like as of like 2021 or something, somebody had came across that letter from the lady, and this old letter, and it spelled out finally it spelled out the deal, the giveaway thing, the terms, and all this other stuff, and everybody said, "Oh, okay."
And it made sense. Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I wonder how they found that letter. Did somebody from Mattel just keep it, or?
I don't know. I know that the person that found out about it, I think, was a former. He's got a show on there. Is I can't remember the name of the show, but it was a guy that used to work at Mattel. His name is Scott Nylick, and he had it on his show. It's like, hey, the mystery's been solved. So he used to work at Mattel. He had connections, and they finally had tracked down what had happened. So luckily that mystery has been solved, and certain things have been debunked.
The old lady figured it all out for everyone.
Yay! And we got a figure with a loaf of bread and a jetpack. So that's pretty good.
That was one of my favorites. I thought it was pretty cool.
How long before Thundar did Wondar the Barbarian come out?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't think Thundar has anything to do with He-Man in terms of being an influence or anything like that.
But maybe Wondar the Barbarian had a little something to do with Thundar the Barbarian.
Yeah, that could be. Because it sounds like Thundar.
Yeah, but they never started calling it. They didn't start calling it Wondar until like 2008 when this new line came out. They didn't start calling it. That was just a made up name to play off the Wonder Bread thing.
And
Yeah,
to
it was a
play
fan
off.
service, right?
Huh? Oh, well, I don't know.
Nostalgia fan service.
You know, if if you think it's maybe playing off the Thundar name, maybe. I mean, it could be. I don't remember that being part of the conversation that was going on at the time, but it could be.
How could it not be?
Well, it might. I don't know. I just all I'm saying to you is I don't remember that being a big
Yeah,
thing that they talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. They're saying that Thundar never entered the chat.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those things where, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn by saying it, but amongst He-Man fans, I don't think a lot of people gravitated towards Thundar because Thundar only had a very small amount of episodes, and
I know.
I mean, it's popular. We know of it, but at the same time, it's not like everybody who's a He-Man fan is a Thundar fan. That kind of thing. I'm sure there's a lot of crossover, but it's just not a popular topic of conversation. Maybe I'm wrong.
It was decades after the fact, and somebody's like, "Oh, hey, man, there's a Wonder Bread He-Man." Someone's just going to go, "Oh, you mean Wondar the Barbarian?" It's just they're basing it on Thundar. There's no way they're not.
Yeah.
I want to. Dude, if somebody told me there's a Wonder Bread He-Man figure, I'm like, I want it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I have it somewhere. I've got it in the packaging and it's storage because that was like one of my favorite variants of He-Man is that. And when they did the the new line of He-Man figures called Classics in 2008, I was like, yeah, I got to get that one. And
What all toys did you like send in box tops and stuff for?
I was poor, man. I didn't even know, because where I lived, we didn't get a lot of cool stuff. I mean, there were some things like the G1 Transformers. We would get a lot of those in our local Ben Franklin. I don't even know if people remember that store or not, but they had a chain of stores called Ben Franklin. And then later they became art and craft stores. You can find those in some places still. But it was like kind of like a small department store, like as small as possible, little department store. And
stay out of the Woolworth.
But yeah, exactly, like the Woolworths. But we didn't have a lot of that around. We had Kmart, and then the Ben Franklin, and I can't remember.
Kmart.
Yeah, later that came later, but it was just really just Kmart.
Yeah, but that's why the box tops thing was a thing, right?
Uh-huh.
You buy your cereal, and then you save your box tops from the cereals, and you mail them in to get your free Boba Fett figure, or you mail in to get your. I remember getting
Over Commander,
Battlestar Galactica stuff.
Yeah.
That cereal was really cool back then. Or was this normal action figures?
I moved a lot as a child. I couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's how they sold cereal to kids, to make them nice and fluffy.
Yeah, they would have some deals to get action figures with, bringing, the box tops and stuff, like collect them and get them as many.
Yeah, you could get a Han Solo and Luke Skywalker Stormtroopers with removable helmets.
Oh, cool.
Nice. Oh, Is it Lionel? How?
Lion O. Dash. Okay.
Yeah, Lion.
Lion. No. Stop doing that. You're confusing it. It's Lion-O.
Oh, okay. I bet that'll come up with not a soccer player. Yeah, there we go.
Archibald C says, I would kill in Minecraft for a Brave Star Art Night. And I join in and draw 30-30.
Ooh.
Oh, Brave Star.
Yeah, the horse.
That's a good one.
Kuma says, yes, Brave Star. I've never heard of Brave Star.
Isn't
Oh,
is
Mark,
that
that was
It's a
cool, man.
marshal, space marshal, a big horse
Yeah,
that
cyber
stood
sheriff.
upright.
Mm-hmm. That's the
I
guy.
don't remember it.
He has a
There's-
Yeah, he
cyborg
came a little
horse that
game.
can turn into a soldier and shoot a gun.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
And then S.E. Spider says most memorable episode of Thundercats is probably the first episodes where Chitaro was basically topless.
Yeah.
April. Everybody makes a big deal of that, and I don't know. Whatever. I didn't see it that way when I was a kid. It didn't cross my mind like that.
Yeah.
They were
No,
all
it
Lion-O,
was,
Lion-O from the DC Comics School of Character Naming.
Leonel.
Lion-O's. Part of a nutritious breakfast.
would send in the box tops and get a Wonder Bread figure.
Yeah, get a wonder snarf.
Wonder, 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 wonder bread.
Oh,
Yeah, that was good.
I remember when Wonder Bread was 40 cents.
Well, I
It's
find all that mess crazy anyway, because I remember in the town of Charlottesville, Virginia. Where I lived, there was two towns close, two big cities or whatever close by. It was Richmond and then Charlottesville, and I remember we used to go there, and I still have memory as a kid. There was a Wonder Bread shop.
Ooh.
A Wonder Bread shop that I remember there being posters on the walls of the shop or the windows of the shop that had He-Man on it. I remember being in my dad's Maverick, and we'd drive by it, and
What
That
color
sounds
was your dad's Maverick? What color was your dad's Maverick?
Oh, it was light blue. It was like a light blue.
My mom had one. It was like that orangey red color.
Oh yeah.
Right, dude. Nobody freaking knows what Mavericks are nowadays.
Yeah. It was just like a two-door. I think we had the two-door version. I can't remember if they made a four-door version, but yeah, there's just the small, what do you call them? Sedan size cars or whatever
It was
you
like
would say.
it was like a miniature muscle car.
Yeah, and we would drive by there because it was close by. My dad sometimes have to work there, go cash a check up there, things like that. And we'd drive by that Wonder Bread place, and I could have sworn in my memories that there were advertisements for the He-Man stuff, the figures and things like that, on the walls or the windows of the shop. And hearing people say, "Hey, there never was a He-Man figure thing," and I was like, "Man, that's such a..." Like, I can relate to the whole memory hole Mandela effect thing because I could have sworn there was advertisements for the figures on the walls.
I
Well,
just looked that yesterday with the Goblin Queen, because you saw the Goblin Queen I drew, right? I drew that was like her early original costume, and I went to go look up that costume to make sure I was getting it right, and it doesn't exist on Google anymore. Like somehow or another, that costume has been deleted from the internet. It's crazy.
Huh. The one with the top, the underboob top that and then it has a cape sort of like Storm's, attaches at the wrist. It's all shredded. The cape's all shredded and stuff.
Yeah.
And she has a loincloth with shredded. She has thigh-high boots.
Yeah. Go Google that costume.
Huh. I have to. I'll have to check that out.
I know, I was tripping out. I was like, how are you it's like all they had was like the X-Men 97 costume.
oh gosh.
Huh.
I didn't
I mean, Disney
understand
owns
that.
them. They probably
She has
scrubbed it.
She has a red gem where the underboob costume goes up, and right where the angles go upward and meet, there's a red gem. Pretty sure about that.
Was it red? I made it gold.
Well, it could be. I mean, I won't. Sometimes we get little things wrong in our memory. So you see, Goblin, Queen, Madeline Pryor. Let me see if I could. Oh my goodness! Well, no, and I'm getting a few images.
Like
There's
her
yeah. Here's the Mark Silvestri one.
dude, I scrolled over and over, and all I could find was like two, and they were like panel images, and they were like super close up that you could tell it was the costume, but you couldn't see the costume. I mean, you're
And then
kidding.
there's an Adam Hughes cover with a sort of modified version of that. But yeah, there's these Mark Silvestri. It might have been the Marvel Universe entry.
Hold on, let me look.
Mountain Pass Music
Did
says
you have your safe search
hello.
on? Did you have your
Yeah,
safe search on?
Yeah, that I
Yeah.
didn't have the safe search on, so
Of
that would
course.
be it. See, here's another pic. There you go.
Yes, I have safe search on. Still, that should be safe.
That
People are
one's
pilgrims now.
yeah, exactly. I was going to say there are a lot of prudes now, or triggered people. Yeah, she's definitely coming up a lot now for me, Mike. So it may be a safe search thing.
That's funny.
There you go. See, another one.
I
There it
mean,
is.
it
Remember,
would
it's
still work if
25.
she had a different color, like unitard under it.
95? Different story.
Wait, what?
That
It's
gummit.
2025, but if this was 1995, it would have been a different story.
Oh,
It's a little more risque.
Okay, that's going to make me. That's going to make me go crazy. I have my air hose on, and for some reason, it's picking up in my headphone. My headphone. I guess my mic or whatever, and in my headphone, I can hear. It's going like that, and that's from my air hose, my oxygen.
It's having a running commentary.
Yeah, it's very annoying. It's like, anyway.
What you doing, Terry?
But
Oh.
as a, oh, go ahead.
No.
Yeah, all I was going to say is the Masters of the Universe stuff is really convoluted with a lot of contradicting sources,
Mhm.
and Mattel didn't keep good records of what a lot of things are. So there's a lot of arguments about who created He-Man. There's a lot of
Ooh.
arguments with the artist that like who designed He-Man and things.
They
like
didn't care as long as they owned it.
Yeah, exactly. So you got a lot of these old dudes arguing and fighting over it.
Right.
And I don't mean that callously. I'm just saying that.
No, not at all.
Well, I mean, I'm saying for those listening, if you've never heard me talk about this stuff, but I'm not saying that to be callous. There are a lot of guys who have gotten old and they're still fighting over who did this. There's a couple of different guys that are, maybe three, that are arguing over who designed He-Man, who named him, who, things like that. And because they were bad records, that stuff's going to go on forever, pretty much.
I mean, it's if they had a team of artists working together, they might all be right.
Yeah.
Something for sure that kind of got confirmed on the Toys That Made Us is that there's a reason Adam wears pink.
Because it's a great color?
Well, I thought it
Yes.
was for
Yeah.
that he it had to do with filmation, because actually the look of Adam, like Adam in that iteration didn't really exist, because the original the mini comics, the origin for He-Man when you collected the toys was that he was this barbarian who was, the sorceress gives this barbarian and his tribe you know, he has this tribe and stuff, and she gives him this armor, the magical armor, and the sword or the battle axe, and he just
Didn't have the Shazam thing.
yeah, definitely didn't have the Shazam thing, and then later they said, "Hey, DC, can you help us with this?" Because they were doing He-Man comics, and also the He-Man and Superman crossover thing. And they said, you know, hey, can you help us with some of the story stuff, or you can play around with the story a little bit. And then they created Prince Adam, or at least a version of him that had like a blue tunic instead of the pink.
Oh.
Like, think of it, but it was blue. And then when Filmation did it, he was pink. And so
welcome, Matt Cawson.
Are you kidding
Hello.
me?
Hey, Matt.
It is I.
Hey, Matt.
Hey.
I heard before that, and I don't know if Filmation also did the Star Trek, but In Trouble with Tribbles, like they did a cartoon version of it, and a lot of the Tribbles were pink, and they're like, "Why the pink Tribbles?" And they're kind of like, "Our director's colorblind." Literally, so it just that looks good. Pink looks good. Pink looks good.
Yeah, because there's so much to this stuff that's all kind of mixed up. And
I heard a lot of the Filmation guys were Bette Midler fans.
Or Judy Garland fans.
Yep.
Well, who doesn't love Judy Garland?
Yep.
I know this one of the animators was stealing from artists. Yeah, one of the animators. I won't get into it because I don't want to necessarily get Mike's channel in trouble. But one of the animators. I personally witnessed a big, huge argument in one of the forums because one of the animators that worked on the Filmation stuff went around to conventions and was taking artists off the forums, taking their artwork and turning them into prints and selling them as his own. And listen to this. We confronted him about it. He said, "I worked on the show. I have just as much right to these images as you do."
Oh no, he didn't. Oh
and
the audacity.
And then we were saying, "Hey, you're going to get in trouble doing this stuff, taking this stuff." And he was just like, "Oh, so you're going to try to bankrupt me and hurt my family because of some prints?" Yeah, I mean, this
I'm
dude.
like, no, we're just gonna hurt you physically right here in the back room.
Yeah, they.
Did he could probably.
What about your doctor bill? Which doctor bill? This one.
Yeah. You see your dentist yet? You're gonna.
I mean, I confronted him in the forums about it too. He and I got into it too, and yeah, I was pretty mad about it too because one of the guys couldn't post there anymore because they had a falling out, and this guy they had shown pictures of this animator at his table with a bunch of one of the forum members' prints at his table. And this dude lives over in, I guess, in Ireland or something, or Scotland or something like that. So he wasn't at that show. And
defend himself.
Yeah, and his attitude was he had just as much right to the artwork because he worked on it. And he, you know, if we drew the characters, then he had a right to our art.
That's not how
crazy.
any of that works.
That's like Marvel saying that they have the right to publish your art for covers and stuff, even though you didn't pay you because it's our characters. Like what?
It's
crazy.
It's something like that. Yeah, it the audacity of that dude was off the charts, man.
Guts. Like you got a lot of guts coming in here doing that, buddy.
And saying stuff like
and
that.
again, the only reason I'm not saying who it is because out of respect for Mike's channel, I don't want to stir up some kind of legal thing or something like that. The off chance,
Do it.
off chance Yeah.
You're like, it's like I'm about to give you some summer teeth. Some are there, some are there, some over, some over there. Some are here, some are
Kevin
there.
seems to think I'm afraid of controversy.
No, not necessarily. But I have no idea what kind of crazy litigation stuff this nutbag might
Well,
try.
He's crazy enough to do that stuff. I mean, what else would he?
Yeah. You know.
I'll just give him your number.
Huh? Oh yeah. Well, don't worry. I unless he had a lawyer on the line, I'd be cussing him out myself. So yeah, that wouldn't bother me necessarily.
Oh, what are we drawing again? Thundercats, right?
Thundercats. Mm-hmm. It's an 80s show. I bet you know it really well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thundercats.
It's awesome.
Actually, you know what? I haven't really watched that show, believe it or not.
Los gatos del espacio. Los Thundercats.
Dude, you should pick it up.
I'm surprised.
At least
I
watch the first episode.
You know why, Matt? Because you're just an 80s turd.
I like the opening, but that was pretty much it.
Yeah. You can't say it
Kevin
doesn't
and
have.
I are 80s natives. You're a tourist.
A tourist. No, I like the Thundercats the way it looks. Same thing with He-Man. I never got into He-Man, but I liked I like the toys design stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, they were. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
oh, I was just thinking about 80s action figures. There's a series on, I think Netflix about like the toys that made us, and they're showing about the Turtles figures. And there's like the original sculptor of the Turtles figure, and just kind of looking at it, said that's a beautiful figure. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that really is a cool looking toy. I'm like, yeah, it is. But that was
Hey,
kind
Kevin.
of
Yeah.
Jiminy's threatening you.
Threatening me with what?
Kevin doesn't win this. I'm revoking his He-Man lifetime membership.
Oh. Well, that's if I can get further enough along during the show to make my idea, fully fleshed out and stuff. So.
Well, it sounds like
Thundercats.
it's already
You're
been a
right.
foregone conclusion that you're going to win. So
Well, that's
I mean,
unnecessary, but thank you.
it's unnecessary, but welcome.
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
okie dokie. We got another 20,000 words to write.
Thunder, 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 thunder.
And the funny thing is, man, I wonder he's still doing shows. So I'm wondering, like, is he carting around prints of other people's stuff and
Still?
whatnot? Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you really wanted to carry, and that kind of makes sense to me, like a variety of prints from different artists from a series you worked on, that's awesome. But why not approach the artist and say, hey, I'm going to consult different things. I'm going to be selling these. It cost me this much to make them. I'm going to be selling them for this much. If you want to take so much dollars for each one, I'll send you a check at the end of the year or something like that. It's whatever,
Yeah.
depending on what you sell.
When I saw Len Wein, it was like the year he died. And he's a writer, so he didn't have anything really to sell at his booth. I just brought him a stack of Wolverine prints and just like, here, sell these, and I just gave them to him.
Aww.
Oh, well, that's nice, man. Well, this guy was actually signing his name to everything, though.
Right. Well, if he wanted to sign his name to a Wolverine print, that'd be fine because he created the character.
Right. Especially since you gave him your blessing.
But this was just the lead animator on the He-Man show, taking other people's art and signing his name to it and acting like it was his thing.
He was already an artist, so he could have said, hey, I animated this scene. So just do like a rendition of a scene that he had animated and be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That'll require work.
Well, I mean, if he's actually an animator, he should be used to it. They have a crazy amount of work. But I guess not.
But anyway, I don't know if anybody has any other Thundercats kind of questions, but
Thunder, thunder, thunder.
veered into He-Man, so. There we go.
I mean, they're kind of related. They're both like awesome action stories from about the same era and have really cool art. So
Yeah.
There was a
Yeah.
crossover not too long ago.
Yeah.
was there?
Well, see, at one point, Mattel had, when they were doing the classics figures, the He-Man classics figures, that line went on for like 10 years or something like that, and so like they got the license for He-Man, and so, or for Thundercats, and so they made the line using a lot of the sculpted bucks, like the generic muscle figure, and
Oh,
the sculptors for He-Man just made lineup. Like I've got one right here,
I need to go look.
and
Oh, there you go. There's your Lionel, and that's built on a He-Man base. You think?
yes, no, it absolutely is. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like these parts cross over. I mean, I could do a whole bunch of stuff about how they're similar and work together, and they're same parts and stuff. Use a lot of the same parts, this and that. Who's on screen? Is that Hal?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah, cool, man.
I mean, I
Cool
should assume, by now I should recognize the way he jumps.
Why?
That looks really cool.
I'm trying.
Enjoying it. Alpha says hi.
Oh, hi.
Bonesaw is trying.
Which one?
I'm going to guess there's probably never a Princess Ball episode of Thundercats, but I'm drawing it anyway, so.
What?
Piercy?
Like a Chitara prom or something? Like
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh.
Everybody's got fancy gowns.
Now there was later.
Thunder Gala.
There was
Something
there
like
was a anime inspired TV show in 2011 that they did on a Cartoon Network that
that. Oh.
might
That
fit
was
some of the
Roar.
stuff you're looking at. No. There was one in 2011. Roar was Thundercats. Roar was more mine, and that wasn't anime inspired at all. It was garbage. It was like Cal Arts.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, the anime version. Oh, that was a good series.
Yeah, well,
It just didn't sell enough toys, so they canceled it.
yeah, and I don't mean any disrespect. That was like it's hard to explain. Like the original Thundercats was basically anime. Like the studio that did it was called Pacific Animation Studio, I think, and they became like what's the anime? It's Studio. It's not Ghibli, or maybe it was some of the people went. No, some of them went to maybe Studio Ghibli, and then some of them went to Studio 4C or something like that. It's called. It's kind of another popular animation studio, but I think some of them or somebody from there started Studio Ghibli.
That would make sense. I mean,
yes. So the pedigree is out there. It's like
right.
Like the original Thundercats was definitely from some of these Korean or Japanese studios.
It is funny when you watch some of the anime like being made back then, and you're kind of like, holy smokes, this was done so much. Like, it was gorgeous, and it was a crime against humanity, but it was gorgeous. It's just looking at the way some of these sequences are done, like there was, and you could watch it change like studio's hands as it would go through an episode. You're like, okay, that's the French studio, that's the Japanese studio. I don't know what this studio is. Like, this is the studio that apparently has no in-betweeners. And it just goes all the way.
That was like G.I. Joe with the Deacon.
Really?
Yeah, the like if you watch some of the earlier G.I. Joe episodes, Sunbow and stuff, they really had kind of like every now and then in some of the frames you would see like kind of an anime like in the eyes and stuff like that would really show
like the soft lips on Scarlet or something, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It would show that style would peek through. Even though they were trying for an American style, you could definitely see it peeking through.
Run the twisting around a little bit.
By the way, hello, Alpha Proto.
Hello.
Ooh, Toei. Alpha Proto with the Toei.
Yeah.
Yeah. This way?
I remember all that stuff. I used to watch Silverhawks too.
Yeah.
Oh, Silverhawks. Yeah.
They were all the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I used to like they all had like kind of a different makeup. They were the same. They were the same recipe, but with different sprinkles, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, like
A lot
the
of-
cowboy with the guitar.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cowboy with the guitar is the voice of Lion-O.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear the outtakes when you have a chance. I know they're on.
It's
YouTube
not.
somewhere.
It's not hard. Like the voice of Mumra is definitely the voice of Monstar.
Monster.
Monster?
The villain.
Yeah, the villain. Yeah, or the main villain.
Snarf always cracked me up because Snarf is like, oh, Snarf, but when the guy's like off the mic, he's like, where's my cigarettes? Come on.
That's how it gets a kind of cracked sound there.
That's funny.
That's like my stogie.
Yeah, like the baby from Roger Rabbit.
Well, what's weird is like the guy who played the voice for Freddy from the Scooby Doo. He's the guy who did the voice for Megatron.
Yeah, it's Frank Welker.
Isn't that crazy?
That's awesome.
He did a bunch of voices, man. He did like almost
Frank
every
Welker is
cartoon you can think of.
amazing.
He was on the Smurfs. He was on all kinds of stuff. Frank Welker.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah, and he was in Disney movies. He was in the movie with he played Kurt Russell's best friend in was the computer that wore tennis shoes thing it was, or was it the world's strongest teen or something like that?
That's wild.
Yeah.
Was that is that like the Thunder Teens or something? Like a superhero movie that came out not too long ago?
No, it was a
Disney
movie
movie?
from Disney from the 60s or something. Or 70s.
Oh, from the 60s. Oh, okay. It was like a recent movie. Kinda like that.
Probably from the 70s. or late
Why
60s,
was
yeah.
Teach Martin?
But Frank Welker is like one of the main actors.
Ah,
He's also in a movie with Don Knotts called was that one, Becky? The Chicken, the Ghost of Mr. Chicken. Yeah.
Yes, Alpha Proto says Frank Welker has most of the voice.
Why is a monkey ate
Oh, hey Becky, can you shut the blinds?
I can't remember.
Frank
Was,
Welker's-
he's also Starscream? Was that also him? No, or is that somebody else?
Frank Welker is also Catwoman's cat and every lion roar in The Lion King.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he plays
Wow.
animal. Yeah,
For
sounds.
the Frank Trash Can Roar.
Oh,
800
that's
different characters.
And S.C. Spider says
Yeah, he's
it's
like-
somebody drawing Disney-themed Thundercats.
not
Yeah.
this Disney.
The voice actor for Starscream was a dude named Chris Latta, and he was the voice of Cobra Commander as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're right.
He didn't even bother doing a different voice. It's just
No, yeah, exactly. It was the same one.
broke, don't fix it.
ha!
That dude's vocal cords had to have been shot, man, because I don't even know how he would keep that up. Multiple takes and stuff like that.
And the guy who did Optimus Prime, he did the
Yep.
Predator's voice. The Predator, that sound.
Uh-huh. Yep. Crazy. Very crazy. I didn't even know that until very recently.
Yeah.
Autobots.
I'll give you money. I'll give you money.
Autobots. Transform.
And then he said he did Optimus Prime's voice based off his brother, I think it was.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was his brother was like was he a fireman or he was like a really heroic type guy, and he's like he thought about him as being that type of
A robot.
I always
Yeah.
thought it was a low key kind of take on John Wayne. I don't know why, but I mean, I always thought that was kind of a little bit of what he was going for.
'Cause I think he said it's something like his brother, his cadence, he'd kind of speak similar.
Ah,
That would have made more sense for Duke.
Dude.
yeah.
Yeah, he would have been.
Kurt Russell did John Wayne's voice. Though,
Well,
for-
let's go, G.I. Joe.
that was Kurt Russell's. He did that for Big Trouble in China.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
He's like, it's a setup, I'm telling you. 'Cause the way he talked, he was always trying to talk like John Wayne. I didn't even get that
Archibald C says the guy who did the voice of Agent Crueler was also Sesshomaru. I don't know who that is. And Larry says, I love Mike's studio lights. They are burning a hole in my forehead.
Hi, Larry.
Nice photo, Larry. It's like pro
At
level.
least I'm here, Larry.
Who's Agent Crueler? Nobody knows?
Agent
I don't
Nightcrawler.
Okay, well, at least it's not just me.
Oh my goodness! Why am I looking up reference when I have the figures in front of me? Oh my God.
Because you're a serious artist. And serious artists find reference.
Is there a
Yeah,
character
it-
that you don't need any reference for, like that comes to like
How
He-Man?
I don't need reference for something
I
Thundercats.
can do what?
How do you need reference for anything Thundercats?
You ever have any of those times where you draw something and you know it, but for some reason it's not coming out right at the moment? Yeah.
Nope.
That's,
Oh, yeah.
oh, okay. Well, ha ha. Good for you.
Larry says,
I didn't mean that
Larry
question like that
says,
though.
Larry says, I'm working on my book launch. No time for Thundercats.
Oh, the book launch.
Congratulations,
Cool.
Larry. Hope it's going well.
I don't like you guys.
You didn't say that next part.
There's ad lib right there.
Agent Crueler was from a
If he
video game.
implied it.
Aron, are you drawing with us?
Implied by the tone.
No.
Run.
Armoron's working on Larry's book launch as well.
Oh, really? What? Okay, cool.
You
I
should
expect
recognize.
that. Cool.
In Australia.
I mean, I have other things to do too, but whatever.
Because Mike could also then be working on Larry's book launch. Then that would be everybody.
Why aren't I working at Larry's book launch?
Where's my other yellow? Where's my other yellow? Where's my other yellow? So first.
Kevin, I meant that as like everyone knows how to draw Superman, right? Like everyone knows the costume. Is there like a character that you just like don't need to look at like you just I know this is there and
Oh
not
yeah,
still
yeah.
there and-
Most of them, like if you were to ask me to draw most of the Thundercats, I probably wouldn't need any reference. Most Marvel characters up into the 1990s, up through the 1990s, and I mean even there's some I can do without reference from the 2000s. Just because like first thing comes to mind, like Wolverine and the new X-Men, the Frank Quietly run. I hated all those costumes, so I know.
Yeah, Marlon Brando Wolverine.
Use Quincy's ability.
Yeah. So like Superman, all those are really simple. I mean, like you can get away with a lot of these Batman.
Hi, Larry. I'm glad we could guilt you here.
Larry.
Now if I could just get my camera not to be blown out, that's a little better.
Oh, hey, Larry.
Cyrolt says, I'd love to see the mask in everyone's style one day.
That could be fun,
Oh,
right?
that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
He can do a lot of different. Can you draw War Machine without reference? I think that would make anybody very scared.
There I
Look,
am.
it's Giant Larry.
Ah, Larry, hi.
Giant Larry.
Yeah, this
Giant
guy
Larry.
did some storyboards for me, and I'm having to fix them. You know, what do you expect? Hey,
Is he
Mike,
cool
how's it
about
going?
it, or?
Huh? What?
I said I got some storyboards from this guy, and I'm having to fix them. You know,
Is it storyboards meaning like the rough animatic kind?
yeah, for the book trailer.
Oh, okay.
No.
What's up with it? Can you say?
You know, when you ask someone to do something, and you know
they don't
you know,
do it.
right, Mike?
Oops.
He's ignoring me.
He's just flat out ignoring me.
His like half of his audio is not working.
Actually, is one.
Oh,
this one instance isn't even on.
Oh,
That's okay. Continue to.
Well, Mike did the boards, obviously. So.
Oh, really?
No, actually, I'm taking his rough boards and I'm trying to turn it into a little kind of mini movie trailer for the book. So.
Oh, that's fun.
How long does something like that usually take you to animate?
Well, I am using AI as a tool. So the boards and my artwork are driving the AI, and I've never done anything like this before. So how long is it going to take?
Pretty new tech, right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because the AI is not doing everything. I'm telling the AI and driving the AI through the artwork, as opposed to, I want the shot to look like this.
And then leave
so Mike did some boards, and Bill Deli.
You guys can still hear me. I just can't hear you. So I'll just be an annoying voice that drops in once in a while and says something.
Oh, okay.
Say it ain't so, Mike.
I can't hear you. I can see Larry's mouth moving, but I can't hear his voice. This is wonderful. I can read his lips though. Hey, wait a minute.
Was that a you after that?
No. I said nothing.
You'd say nothing.
So anyway, so I'm using the boards that Mike did, and then I'm using my book, part of the book as a trailer script, and then Bill Deli is taking some of the images that I'm creating using AI and the artwork and model sheets that I actually created of the characters that I'm pouring in there. So I've done a combination of drawing, some prompting, some image search, and put together some character models. And then those character models, I'm putting those into the AI to stabilize my attempt to stabilize the characters so that I can create this simple book trailer. And what it's showing me is you can abuse it where it's just people using a prompt and, whatever. I want to see Indiana Jones fight Spider-Man, whatever. Mm-hmm. Or you can have a small group of people like Bill, myself, and Mike, and actually drive it to make an animated project or to make, movie trailers or whatever it is. I see very soon the day coming when 20 people can do a movie and you don't have to go through the gigantic movie production studio and executives.
That would be a fantastic end goal. To try
Alpha Machine is almost done.
Alpha Proto says that's some next gen stuff, Larry.
Yeah, I'm working on that, Larry. I'm doing actually a trailer I'm working on too right now.
Cool. Yeah,
I love that you can do it. But like I said, I think for me, I've seen the things that I like about that type of stuff is that you can do some rough stuff, like put together something. Maybe in the future, you said you could do a feature, but I'd rather do traditional. But I like that you can. One guy used the AI to like do cool camera pull away shots. That look like a crane shot that he couldn't do on his budget, but it was he's sitting in the car driving it, but he's not even driving, just sitting there. But then it makes it look like he's driving, pulling away. It looks seamless with his other live footage stuff, and I thought, man, that's cool.
It's going to be yes, we all know the downside, and yes, there's a lot of people who are, I don't need artists, I can just use AI to. Okay, fine. Mm-hmm. You're only going to get so far, but fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if filmmakers and comic book artists and storyboard artists and designers work together using that tool, we're going to get a result that someone who isn't really have a passion for filmmaking and all that, who thinks they're just going to replace everybody with AI, you're just not going to get the same result.
No. Yep, it's going to look all the same. It's going to have the same similar look to it.
Archibald C says, I've had AI make some mock-ups for my characters so I can make my own CG superhero comic book I hope to make one day.
Yeah.
And what Larry meant by saying that Mike smells like cheese is that Mike likes for his ideas to ferment and harden.
Oh, I don't remember saying that. Who was that made that comment?
Shh.
Shh. Well, if you want, I'll just hang out while I'm working. It's up to you, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to drop.
Certainly.
I've got 94 days before my launch, before it actually is published. So,
How exciting!
Cool.
Alpha Proto says it reminds me back in the 1990s after T2 and Jurassic Park. CG showed up and everyone thought they could get the same results. AI is going through the same growing pains.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, when Photoshop first
Dude,
started
CG's
coming
gross.
around, everything looked like Photoshop. Like oof, eesh. And then after a while, you know, some artists worked with it for a bit, and you're like, okay, and people can start doing something with digital art that's really cool. But it's kind of gotta go back into the hands of artists at some point, or you're gonna have, well, interesting. You're gonna have interesting.
You just reminded me of that early '90s coloring in the comic books.
Right?
Everyone using the smudge tool and stuff. It's like, no,
Stop!
don't smudge. Ah.
No!
The Alpha Proto knows it. The lens flare syndrome. Yeah, man. Everyone had lens flare. It looked like you were looking at a bad robot movie.
I used it too a lot. Not as much as J.J. Abrams, but
Hey, look at this thing, Bloop.
Ancient lens flare of evil.
That sounds like something Mama might have.
Oh yeah, Mumra has all the hits.
Oh, okay.
They're evil.
Let's see if I can get that.
Evil.
So everyone who gets their hands on Photoshop added lens flares.
Oh, that's looking mighty
Instead of
fine.
Instead of training astronauts as miners, we'll train miners as astronauts.
So that's Panthro.
Oh wait, that's Michael Bay. My bad.
That's a little different. There he is. All right.
Yeah, it's got some. I got a really nasty kneaded eraser here that for some reason is very sticky. And
Oh, does it work good though?
it kind of does, but it's sticking to my fingers too, and it's got
Did it
on my.
just turn into Panthera's head when you squeezed it?
No, but it did rub off on
Talent.
it. Yeah, exactly. It's sculpting talent, but it did get all over my Panthro action figure head
Oh,
there,
that's why
so-
he's smudgy. Oh no.
Yeah, that's why he's smudgy.
Oh, Jiminy. Hi.
Because I forgot he's got a lump on his head. Like if you look at the animation cells, he's got like a little lumpy ridge on his head.
That's an interesting detail, isn't it?
I think it's supposed to be like a shaved cat.
You
know,
don't
like
know
those
about
Sphinx
that.
cats?
Like those little Sphinx cats? I always
Yeah,
feel
like
sorry for them.
lumpy
They look
heads.
like they'd be chilly. But they can still be very sweet little critters.
Yeah, you just gotta own them in Arizona. Just don't own one in Alaska, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Or,
Otherwise, they'd have to wear
February
little
in
sweaters
Texas.
all the time. I wonder if a hairless cat would like wearing a sweater more than a furry cat would. Maybe.
Maybe.
what was
I
that?
suppose it depends. Would a hairless cat enjoy wearing sweaters, little cat sweaters, more than a furry cat would?
Probably.
Right? Because it'd actually keep them warm and they wouldn't be getting too hot.
Depending on where they live, I guess, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. We have these little cats that come to our door. It's a mommy cat and a daughter cat, and they're always together. And they're outside cats, but they still come to our door and meow for food. So I'm kind of like, So I get a couple of handfuls. We've a couple of rescues we take care of. So I put down some food for them. And for some reason, I was just kind of absentmindedly putting some food down for the other. And went over to mommy cat. She looks like she's been through a couple of wars, but she's okay. And I put some food down for her. And without thinking, I put some food down and I just pet her on the head. And she kind of went, she like hiss, and then like jumped backwards. It was like, oh, okay, and then walked back up and kept eating. I'm like, oops, sorry.
I had that happen with we were babysitting these kittens for friends while they were at Anime Expo, and these little kittens were like strays out. They found them outside, and so they keep them in a kennel, and they're probably, I don't know, like a month, not even a month old, maybe a month old, but to keep them on little leashes with body harnesses, you know. And it's funny because every time I'd even say hi to them, they'd hide, like run from me.
Oh,
And I was just kind of like, I'm super nice, and I feed them. But after coming over and feeding them every day, you know, just me and them, they would kind of start warming up to me, and I wouldn't try to force pet them or anything. I just kind of like, oh, talk to them, like, all right, guys, here I come with the food. And then after a while, they just got used to me. But I just petted him like you did. I just kind of reached out and patted him, and then he just could put his head back, like, what are you touching me for? And I just go, all right. After I just feed and you change your litter, I just grabbed him. I'm gonna pet you whenever I want. I just grabbed him, start rubbing his head, and then he start purring.
Aww.
I'm like, you little punk. I just pinned his body down, start petting his head.
You're my cat now. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
I'm gonna pet you whenever I feel like it. And he's just like, okay.
You're called a pet. You're gonna get a pet.
Yeah. And then he's like, and then it's funny. Then these other two cats they're living in the garage. They're older, and they had like a whole little like setup in the garage for the cats. And they were like big fat cats, but they were like also little. They would hide from me. But man, towards the end of the week, I was watching them. They heard me talking to the kittens, and they were all like, scratching at the door, like meow meow, like come and see us. And then they come over and they're greeting me and meowing and jumping up at me.
It's so sad.
You know,
They're
speaking of
social
cats,
animals.
the only thing that's better than the love of a cat is when you take the cat to the pound and go get a new puppy. That's, you know.
You so say the cat. He's not a cat person, I take it.
Well, no, I'm normal. That's why.
This is the man who hates cats.
I'm the cat whisperer. I like cats. I can
No,
read
I
cats.
mean, I'm just kidding. They're delicious with the little noodles and, you know.
Yeah.
Mixing it with the fried rice, it's delicious.
Remember that face, ladies and gentlemen. He has a book coming out very soon.
That's something that Mumra would say.
Ancient. Get rid of your cat. Do it.
I do not like kittens because they're adorable and good, and they go meow, and they're so cute.
Weird thing happened with me and cats. I was Rick, but then I wasn't, and I don't understand how.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's funny because, like, yeah, I know I grew up like with cats and dogs, so I like both.
Sure.
I'm a cat and dog person.
I
like cats, but outside.
They are good at outside. Like, you can't have outside dogs. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
I had my cats always indoors. We never had outside cats because.
Yeah, we had a couple of rescues, and actually they're little litter mates, so it's little brother and a little sister, and the little boy was always pretty adventurous, and the little girl was pretty shy. And so he was always the first one who like left the room where we were keeping him and then went downstairs and was wandering around. But he will not leave the house unless somebody is sitting out on the porch with him. Then he'll kind of sit out there and keep you company. But if you go inside and he watches you close the door, he'll freak out and scratch and cry until you let him in. So like, okay, so he will not go outside, but the little girl does. She goes out and goes on adventures and then comes back. So it's kind of like, huh. But yeah, he's an indoor cat. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, our cats were like, my cat was like, I don't want to be out there. It's like, what's out there that's better than here? Like,
your cat has sense. I can never figure out what Zelda's up to, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'd open up the door and be like, you want to go? And he's like, looked at me like, what? Why would I go out there?
Right? Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, I'm living in, I got AC, I got food and water. I can like go anywhere I want.
Mm-hmm.
Have relaxed, safely.
Yep.
He was a little soft.
He has sense, that one.
Have any of you ever heard of a podcast called The Confessionals?
No.
Mm-mm. Is that a Catholic thing?
No.
Oh, I don't know what the podcast is, but I think
It's on YouTube. He's got. Let me see. I did his
That makes
podcast
sense.
last week, or I did it before that, but it was released last week.
Oh, okay.
And then I did another one on Monday with a different person.
What was the subject?
I had a paranormal experience in India, and I
Oh yeah, I
related
remember.
that.
Yeah, that one. That one, right? The one you told
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get freaked
So
out?
I got on 2 podcasts so far. Let's see. The Confessionals podcast.
Does he ask everybody if what they've experienced? Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of different people. He's saying that he's got several congressmen that have come to him and they want to come on. And they want to do it in the near future, and they're going to have disclosure of aliens. Yes, we've been visited. Yes, we're talking to them. He's got
Ghost of Lincoln.
218,000 subscribers, and he let me plug the book at the end, which was nice.
Oh, very cool.
And then L.A. Marzulli also did that for me.
oh, Eliezer Marzulli, yeah.
I was on
know
his
that.
podcast on Monday. He hasn't
Really?
released that. Yeah.
Oh, I subscribed to him. I listen to him a lot.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we talked for a couple of hours, but I think the interview was maybe 40 minutes, but we ended up talking like almost an hour and a half after that.
Man,
No,
is he still in Oklahoma, or is he back in
No,
California?
he moved back. If he actually, he didn't live too far from me. I live in Edmond, so did he. So what happened is in the last big LA fires before this year, his
Yeah.
house was lost, and so he
Yeah.
moved to Oklahoma for 3 years while they rebuilt.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did you guys have it on me while I was gone? And I can't hear you, so why am I asking the question?
I know.
Reflex. But no, it's
Somebody answer me in chat.
L.A. Marzulli. He actually looked at my my
Like someone's
wife's
sign language.
parents' house to try to buy it
Oh, okay.
because he was gonna. That's when he first was gonna come out here and move. He looked at their house to possibly think of buying it
To move where?
to Oklahoma because they live in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, like
Where?
my wife's they live in Oklahoma City, Piedmont.
Wait, you are in Oklahoma right now?
I will be next month.
Well, let's get together.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool. I'll be going in August.
Should I give my number now on air?
It's funny. We just visited them earlier this year, and I kept saying every time we're there, my wife goes, "They said a very yeah." He was looking at the place. They had a grand home, and but, they were friends with Gary Stearman. And, you know Gary Stearman?
You're breaking up. What?
Oh, you know Gary Stearman?
Gary Stearman, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know him personally, but I know who it is.
Yeah, he was friends with my in-laws, the family.
Okay.
So
yeah, my niece apparently is friends with good friends of LA.
Oh, that's cool. Dude, LA, man, I like LA a lot. I like his take on stuff, and he's actually the first guy I was listening to who was talking about different phenomenon happening in like giants and stuff. And I was doing Uber at the time, driving at
Oh
night.
man, he told me some new stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
They got their DNA results back from the elongated skulls in South America, and see, that's what my novel's about. It's got all that's what it centers around.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to
So-
check that out, man. I have to get that then.
I just sent my number in the studio chat.
Okay, cool.
Shoot me a text when you get the chance,
Okay.
and just tell me that it's you, because it'll come up as
Larry's
general.
number, D&Q, next week.
Send it to that guy right there.
Thanks. Excellent.
That's the guy.
Go to LarryWhitakerAuthor.com. I'm going to have Mike's storyboards up there eventually.
Oh, wait a second. I can't do that because Mike gets upset. We can't look at his art. We're not allowed to look at his art. So I've had it on Kevin for a while. So
Oh, nice, Kevin.
What?
Nice.
What? Hold on.
no, I just moved from you to Mike, and Mike got all bent out of shape. So
What? I was gonna say, put it back just for a second.
oh, okay, hang on.
Sorry.
I'm going there.
Sorry.
Does anybody have any
There
podcasts
you
they could recommend that I could reach out to? I reached out to Laura
If
Lodge.
everybody in the chat can see mine, I don't know if they can. But not too. Hopefully, not too potatoey.
You could always reach out to Bald and Balding there, Larry.
Bald and Balding?
Yeah.
Bald and Balding.
I'll drop a link in the private chat.
Okay.
Whew.
I reached out to Laura Lodge and I reached out to Blurry Creatures.
You got Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Reach out to this guy.
Okay, you can put it on anybody you want now, Jeff. Thanks, man.
Meet the mic. Approach the mic in humility.
I know a lot of I know a few low audience people. Right?
I thought you would say lowbrow. I was kind of getting excited there. Okay.
Hey, you could say he had friends in lower places. What about the?
I got friends in
Silly song.
Oh, I was gonna say that Gary Stearman was at he was gonna be at my wedding, but he thought it was the next day. So he didn't get the day right. So he showed up at my after party for the wedding. So he was wedding reception. Yeah, he showed up. He's like, "I'm sorry, we didn't know. Thought it was tomorrow." And then my cousin was freaking out because he listens to Gary Stearman. He does Bible studies in the morning, I guess, on YouTube. So my cousin was like he was in the dining room looking through the window outside because we had the tables outside and everybody's eating. He goes, "Is that Gary Stearman?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like,
I'm just trying to draw. I love you too. What? Wait a minute. Oh, what you said?
I love you.
All right.
So what's your view on what's about to happen, what is happening, what has been happening? And I will tell you what LA told me. I had a very vivid dream when I was I was some age between 7 and 9, but I'll mention that in a minute.
Well, I like that when he talks about like the alien disclosure and everything.
Yeah,
I like
think
how his take on it, because he's like saying that the what's it called, the Great Deception. That's what I like. He calls it and now we're seeing it. He said years ago, like a few years ago, he was talking about how it's going to be coming to a head, and people are going to just come right out and say aliens are real. And then like here we are, like years later. It's like I think it's like 6-7 years later after I watched the show. It's like it's all be coming out like, yeah, it's real. Government says it's real. We're gonna, I'm like, gosh,
Whatever. Where's the Epstein list?
Oh,
we get the
brother.
aliens.
I have it. It's disgusting. You won't believe it. There is no list. What?
So he's totally
There's no
innocent? No, he's filthy, but he's totally innocent.
He's an alien.
Oh, is that it now?
That lady's in jail for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't
It's
that
just
crazy?
terrible. She's basically a political prisoner at this point.
There's no list, but she's still in prison because of what?
Nothing.
Yeah, she's
Something like aliens would blow all that out of the water. Like no one would fucking
yeah, that would
fudging.
definitely.
Excuse my
Well,
language.
people start bringing that up a lot when you're talking about political stuff or campaign reform. And I'm kind of like, I really don't care if there's Martians right now.
Yeah.
What's happening
bills
to
to
all
pay.
these ballots? All right.
I need insurance right now. Martian gonna help me with insurance?
Maybe we can work on, I don't know, reforming healthcare or coming up with some other options.
I mean, unless the Martians have like a.
Yeah, that's true. If the Martians have something, then you know.
You ever watch that movie Elysium? They have that med bed. I
don't
fantasize
think I
about
have.
that thing. There's a movie called Elysium, and the super rich have pods in their houses that make them cure them. So there's like people who are like 300 years old walking around in the rich part of town.
Hmm.
It's the
And
best part of the movie. You're not missing nothing.
It's not a lot else going on. It has one concept, and then the rest of it is just kind of going through its paces.
Yeah, I wanted to see that movie, but I never got a chance to, and I forgot about
With Matt Damon.
it. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
And depends what species sees us first, because some of them are malevolent, some of them are benevolent.
So there's multiple aliens in that movie? Or
No, I'm talking about real life.
Oh, okay.
Some are from Zeta Reticuli, some are from Puerto Rico. You just don't know.
Puerto Rico's a planet?
Oh, jeez.
Venezuela.
We've been lied to.
They are the best.
No, I believe it. I believe there is a Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Don't cry for me, Puerto Rico.
The truth
Copyright
is,
strike.
you have your own orbit. What?
Aliens are just demons. Their possessions in Nome, Alaska, and the words like claiming to be God, they are demons. Also,
Yeah, I agree.
Aleister Crowley, the leader of a cult, spoke with demons through rituals and drew the demons. And through the demons, he spoke with, drew the demons he spoke with looked like the standard large-headed aliens, except with different eyes.
Yeah, the alien grays.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like the grays I don't really trust, right? You can't really trust those things. They're like biomechanical. No, I was gonna say according to the internet, they're like biomechanical clones. According to the internet, I don't know nothing. I haven't met anybody. My uncle kind of has a big head. I think that's it.
I had this really vivid dream, which I cannot tell you here while we're on the air. I'll tell you off the air, off the stream. And I was telling LA about it. He goes, "Oh yeah, you were taken, but you were put back because they weren't allowed to touch you because you're gods." And of course, I'm like, okay, well, I don't think you could tell me that I was abducted by aliens just by a 30-second conversation, but it might have been a prophetic dream or that kind of thing. But I was not abducted by aliens. I do not believe that. At least, I hope not.
Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis?
Yes. In fact, one time I was in my apartment. My wife was in the other room in Indonesia, and I couldn't say anything. I finally just went, Jesus, and then I could move.
That same happened to me too. I woke up saying the same thing. I could barely move and talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ugh. And I was like crazy. I was like, it happened a couple of times.
But that was similar to when, I had that attack in India, except I wasn't awake and I was already setting up, had my feet on the floor, and then something, attacked me. I couldn't move for a few seconds.
When I lived in Vegas, I talked to people at my job, customers and employees, and somehow me and an employee were talking out on the floor. All of a sudden, a customer overheard us and started saying their experience. And like almost everybody I talked to, there's like dozens of people coming by. Everyone experienced something that they couldn't explain. And it wasn't just a little thing. It was like, I've never experienced anything like that. I was like, whoa, what? And they were like, they just kind of, some of them would just shrug it off like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? It's like, that's something like crazy
That
like
might be
that.
what you're saying.
I would just imagine it. Like one guy goes, there's one comic artist. He actually directed a movie. And I was talking to him. I was friends with him on Facebook. And he was like, oh, I don't believe in God or angels or demons and stuff. But then he saw a black dog shape standing in the hallway. He said he was drawing on the computer. He heard sound of like dog claws, walking across the wood floor behind him. And he turned around. There's this black dog shape standing in the hall. And he said, and then it just disappeared. And then I go, okay, you don't believe in demons or angels, but what?
Well,
how
no,
do you
he said he
explain
didn't believe in God. He didn't say he didn't believe in dog.
that? He said, he goes, I go, how do you explain that? And he goes, it was energy. And I'm like, what?
What?
So I go, you call it energy, and I call it
Potato.
angel or demon.
Like I call it a
Ooh, chips.
I think I can say his name because I don't think his name's Troy Nixie. Do you know who he is? He worked with Mike Mignola on certain comics. He did like a Lobster Johnson comic. He did
I know
he did,
Lobster
I think
Johnson.
he worked on one with Neil Gaiman, and then I don't know how, but he just got a job directing Guy Pearce and Jennifer Connelly in a movie. But was it that guy who did Hellboy, the director?
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, he gave him the shot to direct because he liked his comic stuff.
Oh.
But that's the only one I know he did. But it was a movie, like a horror movie, where these little creatures lived in a house. He was in theaters too, but
I think I'm familiar with the guy you're talking about, or at least I have an idea of who you're talking about.
yeah, I'd always talk to him and kind of get into like arguments with him on Facebook. Not like heated ones, but kind of just like a back and forth that was like about the angels and stuff and things.
If this new Superman movie is good or bad.
Is it out
Oh, I haven't
yet?
seen
Has anyone seen it?
It should be like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. Well, today is Wednesday, though. What am I talking
I'm
about?
getting a very half and half reviews.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it.
I'm just saying that that's like what those little like what do you call it? Surface arguments.
Yeah, that type of stuff. You know, like that's how I met Mike Miller. I met Mike by arguing about Star Wars. He was on my Facebook page, and we were going back and forth because of the Star Wars with Rey, the first one that came out. Was it episode? What was it?
The Force
9 or-
Awakens.
Yeah, like we were going back and forth arguing on that, and then I was like, "Man, this guy is like relentless." And then I go, "It's just like me," and they're arguing. And then
You were meant to be friends.
yeah, and then for some reason, yeah, we're Facebook friends because it was never it got ugly. It was just like back and forth, like two nerd arguments, you know. And it's funny, yeah.
It's just liking different things, and that's okay.
That's how I became friends with a lot of people in grade school. I got into fights with them almost physically when I first met them, and then we became friends. I was like, that's weird.
I thought we didn't get along. What are you talking about? We had a fight and everything.
Yeah, it was like one of my friends. I was best man at his wedding. He started trying to get in a fight with my brother. I like ran and checked him into a wall. I got toe to toe with him and face to face with him. And then years later, we ended up being best man at his wedding. It's weird.
I guess you never know, huh?
Yeah.
Forgiveness is divine.
Now, I know guys
But
can do
never
that
pay
because
full
women
price
do
for
that.
late pizza.
I was getting ready to say that. Nah.
Ooh, pizza.
Ninja Turtles. Yeah, so that it seems like guys can get into a fight with other guys and then still somehow be cool with each other afterwards.
What about that hockey player in the golf course? You see that?
No.
What? Oh, is that
Yeah,
that movie?
it's a video that's going viral. It's this guy getting tossed in the pond because he picked a fight on the golf course with an ex hockey enforcer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think golf players picked fights. Do you mean like a fight
Oh,
or an
golf,
argument?
yeah. I used to work at a golf course. People fight.
You
out
never
there all
seen
the
Happy
time.
Gilmore?
And they're
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say.
in their
Wasn't
stupid
he a
pants.
hockey player,
They'll start
though?
getting the drunk because you get drunk out there. People get messed up out there,
Oh dear, I suppose, yes.
and then all the boys have to go
Yeah.
into the
Didn't you ever
bathroom
see
to powder
Caddyshack?
their nose. You know.
Well, I've never seen Caddyshack. I gotta see it.
You have to see Caddyshack. That's an essential '80s movie too.
Yeah, it's like I think I didn't see it because I was like, it seemed like a little too risque or something. I'd never seen it, so I don't know anything about it. But
And Chevy Chase is one of the best parts in it. So I'm surprised
yeah,
you haven't seen it.
man, Chevy Chase. I'm a huge fan of Chevy Chase. I gotta see it. Yeah.
The Still Stealer is Rodney. He's only in like 4 scenes.
Was it Bill Murray's in that too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Iconic role.
the gopher.
Iconic role, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's a good one. I'm gonna have to put this one in private chat.
Try not to knock your phone over. What did we find? Let's see.
Oh, it's a comment.
Somebody did a thing of My Cousin Vinny over top of Skeletor and Evelyn.
Marissa Tomei's voice, Evelyn talking. My biological clock is ticking like this. Oh my gosh.
Does the defense's case hold water?
Oh, that's crazy. It fits good. Joe Pesci's voice for Skeletor.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Your biological clock.
Dude, that's crazy. It's funny I run across stuff like that on Instagram, and I'm like, dude, there's some really clever, funny things, man. You run into it's like, it is hot over here, man. Holy cow!
Yep.
Where you
hot today,
go?
man.
It's California, man.
Yeah. What's your temperatures there?
It just is weird. It gets hotter at night than it does during the day.
That's
What?
San Diego.
Really?
That's you guys in the South.
It's
Huh.
weird. It's like it says right now it's 73 degrees, but it feels like it's no. It says it's 68 degrees, but my apartment is like 90 degrees. It's crazy.
Why is your apartment so hot?
I don't know. It's good in the winter because it seals in like warmness inside.
I
the
guess
place.
that's true.
But during
Once
the
more,
summer,
we're seeing Larry.
Larry. I
Hi,
like your
Larry.
background, Larry. For some reason, Larry's background reminds me of the American Gladiator TV show where they had the all black background where you see the steel frames.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
hide behind
We should start throwing tennis balls at them.
I want to get like a little cubicle behind me so I could show
Okay.
myself. I don't, it's
Do
not
I
so
use
much
you?
for
It's
me.
because I like.
You got a convention banner or anything, Mike or Matt?
Actually, you know what? I don't have one, but I do have like a giant banner, but it's at my brother's place. But
Oh,
I never made my own banner. They're cheap now here, but I never made one for a convention.
Yeah, I got mine from one of these print places. It was about all together with the shipping and stuff. It was about $190, something like that.
Man, do you still know which company that is?
Oh yeah, it's Got Print. You can look around. There's a couple places. There's U Print and then Got Print.
It was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
where I
yeah.
get mine. Scott
Yeah.
Print.
Scott
Yeah.
Print.
Got
GOT.
like Got Milk. Got Milk.
Okay, Got Print.
I got a big vinyl print. It was from a seller on eBay, and it came out, I thought, nicely, and it was maybe $40 or $50. It wasn't very much, I didn't think.
What I was going to say was that you could just, if you had a banner, you could just drop, set it up behind you, and then there you go. You got like an instant background.
Yeah, that's actually good. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
'Cause I need one anyway. That'd be cool.
Oh, there you go.
I wish I had a cool green screen set up like Mike But
I used to do that on the early days of drawn and quartered.
oh, we put the background up.
Mm-hmm.
Background.
Yeah. My banner. Yeah, I used to set it up right behind me.
I was thinking of maybe doing that when I can have myself wearing like my mask and glasses again, sunglasses. So
But
that way
then
I
you would
can-
have a hard time breathing, and you'd probably be hot because it's 90 degrees in there right now.
Yeah, that's true. It was. I did that back then during the COVID time. That was really crazy. Yeah, it was hot.
I was about to
So
say,
it's
people are
tough
going to think that you're one of those people who drive around with the mask on.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
you have a metal roof or anything, Matt? On your place?
No,
Oh,
it's weird. It's like wood, but
Oh, okay.
it's weird. We get no breeze. We have a window, like we have a sliding door open for the balcony, like all the way open, but there's like no breeze because we're kind of blocked off from the buildings.
Do you
Well, I
not
was just
No, I opened it again. We do have an AC, but I don't want to waste the money.
Amy, is Melissa drawing today?
Yeah, I believe she is.
Okay.
Yeah, in California, girls, if you turn on the anything high powered like the air conditioner from 4 to 9, they charge you double.
What? Sorry.
Whoa, that's lame. I know it's the grid thing and all that
Welcome.
stuff, but
People
that's lame.
in California
California.
twice as much electricity in the middle of the afternoon. So people have to
And we pay the most
buy a
taxes.
heat.
What the hell?
Well, that's when it's the hottest, like in your day, like between 12 and 3, 12 and 4, something like that. That's the hottest of the day.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It'd be different if you were like blasting it at, 12 o'clock at night. Then you could say, oh, yeah, well, it's supposed to be cool, so why are you blasting that? Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't even like wash your clothes. Like you can't turn on the air.
That's
just
lame.
ridiculous.
Like I want to wash my clothes at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Nope.
Why can't you?
The rates go like super high.
Oh,
From
really?
4 to 9. Yeah.
Whoa, what? You're in California too?
Yeah, I'm in LA.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're not far.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly where, but I mean, like if
Yeah,
I
like
drive
huge.
from here, if I drive
I'm not
from here
down. I'm like I can see downtown from my backyard, but I'm like it used to be about an hour drive, but now since the freeways have cleared for some mysterious reason, it's about a half an hour drive.
Some mysterious reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been looking at videos of all the freeways and streets in LA are all like an easy drive everywhere. It's like, oh, I wonder.
Oh, is that because of a curfew or something?
No, I'm during the day.
Really?
Maybe
Yeah, I think
because
a lot of
Why?
people
What's
are
going
hiding.
on?
moving out.
Oh, that's why. Because I did see military trucks driving around.
Yeah. So they're out and
Wow.
about, so the streets are empty. It's like, oh man, it's a good day to if you want to go to like
Dude, that's
to go
crazy.
to from my house to Silver Lake or Beverly Hills. It used to take about 2 hours. Now it just takes 40 minutes.
Ooh.
Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, it's true. If you want to go somewhere in LA, like we went to go eat, and we went to Santa Monica. We were meeting with another comic writer, and it was just like just to go from where we were to there. It was like in the city, but it was like took us like a half hour to drive there.
Yeah, in
And
the
I'm like,
city,
it
right?
wasn't. Yeah, and if you were like anywhere else, it'd probably just take you like, 10 minutes. But it's
Yeah.
like traffic in LA was so crazy. Looking for a
I tell my brothers and sisters we don't tell distance by miles here. We tell it by time.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
20
It's like,
minutes from here.
like in Oklahoma, right? I go to Oklahoma, and I have a friend who also lives in Oklahoma who is from Michigan, like me. And I go, hey, I'm going to meet up with my friend. And my mother-in-law goes, oh, yeah, there's a Starbucks just down the road. So I go, oh, cool. So I go to meet. So I drive it down there, and I'm driving. 5 minutes, 10 minutes goes by, 15, 20 minutes. And I'm still out there on the GPS. I'm like, what the heck? How far is this? It took me like almost 30 minutes. I'm
You
like,
can
she said
hear
just
me
down the
now.
street.
You can hear me now. I can't
Yes.
hear you. Sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you.
But my phone is charged to 59%, so I'm going to plug
Why is
that
he like
back
that?
in and
And you
come
can
back.
talk to us. Yeah, so
Talk
Oklahoma,
to me
phone is starting.
like lovers do.
What the heck? There's a guy at this, what's it, university church, and he's dressed like RoboCop.
Nobody's wondering what not, anyways.
He said he's in San Diego, dresses like a RoboCop to decry ICE arresting illegals. He's like up in front speaking to a church dressed like RoboCop. Like, what the heck?
Wait, like, what?
Oh my
My
god!
goodness, you have some creative people.
We're living in 2025, man. This is crazy, bizarre world. Robo.
It's crazy.
Robo wants an Oreo.
Yeah, I've seen that. Robo, what's an Oreo? And he's like, I never. They go, that's crazy. I'm like, I don't know, man. I think I
Robo wants
believe
an
it.
Oreo.
Yeah, Robo wants an Oreo. Like, he's not going to work until he gets an Oreo.
Hear me now.
Oh, that's the greatest story.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Why are you looking at my art? I mean, I understand why you want to look at my art, but, you know, is there a particular reason why you're...
Oh, my God.
It's very nice.
Is he talking to somebody else?
Becky's showing me something.
Yes, you're the one that's in charge.
They're adding that
Why-
networks now.
Not paying attention.
He's
Right?
been going around and showing other people's art too.
Yeah, I've been showing other people's art.
Yeah, so
Have
now
you
they're,
not
like,
noticed?
Born on Disney Plus or
No,
warning rush hour.
He's
I'm
been
with
very
Warren.
busy
Everywhere,
working.
all networks are doing. They're warning that it's going to be offensive.
I mean, they're putting warnings on Rush Hour movies, the opening of it, how it gets offensive.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Man,
god.
this generation's weak.
Yeah. It's like,
I feel like Shao Kahn walking around. You are weak.
yeah. You are weak.
You're worthless and weak.
Yeah, was that from Star Trek?
No,
Is it-
from Mortal Kombat, the main bad guy. He's like,
Yeah. Well, there's a meme where it shows Mirror Universe Mr. Rogers, and he's got the goatee with the little sash, and he's like, children are weak.
children are weak. He has a black mustache, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Children are weak. It reminds me also of that line from what's that one
Anybody
movie
else?
with Alex Baldwin? It's like, the leads are weak. You're weak.
Glengarry Glen Ross.
Yeah. The leads are weak. You're weak.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Oh, those are gorgeous, mate.
Oh, nice. I like those. I like the Joker.
Mm-hmm. I swear. I mean, your market art started at a really great place, and that's just. Is that Mordor? I can't. Or it must be.
The Sauron?
Third prize is you're fired. Oh, sorry, Matt. Were you telling a story? Did I interrupt?
That's okay. I was enjoying it. I was giving you a compliment on your art.
But he was telling a story, and yes, you did interrupt. That's okay.
What I
Okay,
can't
if you
remember
want
what
to get back to complimenting my art, go ahead.
Anyways, I was saying. I hit my pickup. So anyway, I was blasting away.
The story gets more exciting every
I
time
started
you tell
blasting.
I started blasting.
Yeah, I was thinking of my father-in-law was showing me he had a cool Sig Sauer, and I was like, yeah, dude, it was so nice. I was like, he's like, put it in your pocket, see how it feels. And I'm like, I was wearing like sweatpants. I'm like, you couldn't even tell I had a gun in my pocket. You know, I was just like, and he goes, put it with the holster in there, and it was like this holster that could catch on the pocket, but your gun could slip out of it. Yeah, it was so cool.
Yes, you do get to watch a live D&Q, Jordan. Welcome, by the way.
What's up, Jordan?
Good morning.
GMO. Good morning.
Yeah, he's
Good morning.
Where is he?
Switzerland or something like that.
Where is he?
I say he's in Switzerland or something.
Oh, really? That's not where he lives, though, right?
Yeah, He's global.
What the heck?
AF Real Dragon.
Oh, he's in France right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Elfie Newman.
How funny! What a coincidence! I'm listening to Les Miserables, which takes place in France.
There
What a
you go.
coincidence! I had a French dip the other day.
What a coincidence! I just
French
went.
tip.
And this is Larry, completely disinterested.
Larry's here. Everybody.
Okay.
I've got about a zillion
Holy
pages.
cow, Kevin, you realize you only have 5 minutes left.
What? Oh, sorry. Oh,
I have no idea what the time was doing and where we were at. So,
No, I was just sketching and trying this and trying that.
and I was going to do it in pencil anyway because I have to color it. I'm going to have to jump over.
Oh.
It's got to stay in pencils. So
We were just talking
Rhaegar
about
Targaryen
UFOs.
asks. Go ahead.
Oh, that
Mike?
my brother called me to come out and look at some. There's some weird things flying around my house right now.
Who are you gonna call?
Did you
We're
video
just
it?
talking about UFOs. No,
Like
they're way
drones?
too far away.
drones.
Rhaegar
I have an
Targaryen
iPhone 6.
says.
I'm gonna catch shit.
Rhaegar Targaryen says, Mike, ask the panel if they had seen Les Miserables and know what it is.
Panel? Have you seen and or read Les Miserables? And do you know what it is?
Yep.
Of course not.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the girls, they're listening along with me.
I know the name. I've heard the name, but I've never watched it. But I was interested.
I have no idea what
Well, the Tigers come out
24/6/01, but whatever.
Is that the musical with Hugh Jackman?
4601 was Jean
Yeah,
Valjean
right.
prison number.
So you do know.
I actually saw the stage play.
Is it? It's French. I know that, but I don't know anything else.
Yeah, it's about the French Revolution.
So it's.
I had a
exciting.
girlfriend, so I saw it.
Or no. What's the French Revolution? So,
The French Revolution. It's about Jean Valjean and his people he interacts with, people that come in and out of his life, basically. And his he's the main character, and it's not about the revolution. It just takes place
yeah,
during.
there was a time when there was an uprising. Of people. I can't remember what it was.
And this actually was in the theaters. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wolverine played Jean Valjean in the latest one.
I know, that's crazy.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
surprised they
the
can't
real
make
him.
movies like that anymore.
This French Aussie accent.
It's not that old.
Well, I mean, nobody would see it today. I wouldn't think. I guess unless Hugh Jackman's in.
Oh my gosh.
Russell Crowe's in that movie too.
well, people still like musicals.
That's a musical?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder
It
I
is.
never seen it.
Yep.
Well, there's a version that's not a musical with Gerard Depardieu, I think.
Yeah.
I
Is there
suppose,
a
but
lot
I
of
mean, the
killing
music's
in
so good.
Oh no, it's not Gerard Depardieu. It's Liam Neeson.
Huh.
Really?
Leslie
No,
Nielsen?
yeah, that's true. I think I saw that as well.
Now, wasn't Liam Neeson also in Excalibur?
It's true. It's true.
Yes, he was in Excalibur,
He's like
so was
12 years old.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, I was going to say Patrick Stewart. I know that.
He was also in Kroll.
Yeah.
I think I saw the stage play first before the movie.
Of Krull?
Yeah, the
Kroll. Yeah.
The
the
stage.
one where the guy has the monk
Andrew
has
Lloyd
like,
Webber's Krull.
It too was a musical.
I actually saw that in the movie theaters.
Awesome.
Yeah? How did you like it?
Yeah, I don't see the fascination for it. It's mixing, it mixes genres. It tries to be Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. Just
It's,
doesn't.
it's awesome, man.
That came
Well,
out
it's
like
considered experimental. Wasn't it?
80, right?
I think it was a cash grab because it came in around the time of Star Wars.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like he's got this like was it 5 like bladed like ninja giant
Yeah.
ninja star, and he
Yeah.
like throws it. So cool.
It's
But
like
I mean,
the ninja star, but it's got like kitchen knives that stick out of it.
pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
butterfly knife or something.
I mean, there are some good elements to it, but it's just it was kind of hammy. I think the way that they
It's not polished like
yeah, it wasn't really. It
But-
was kind of rushed out there.
but I kind of like that.
Gentlemen, it is 9:30. Pencils down. We'll start. Do we have a poll?
Yes, we have a poll. Give me a minute. Holy crap!
Hey, have you seen that?
Now that
movie?
can you go back to not listening?
Have you seen that movie recently, Jeff?
What
Women
Kroll?
are-
Yeah.
All right, we're starting
Yeah, I
with
saw it not too long ago.
Kevin's. We'll let you guys talk after I introduce Kevin's art. Kevin,
Yay!
Oh, nice.
look at it for the straw poll.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's gorgeous.
Pro conversation.
Let's see if I can get this in screen here.
That's so cool. Oh, it's the
Awesome.
little snaggletooth guy.
Yeah, that's Groon the Destroyer. Is probably like number 2 of the cool Thundercats villains. And then there's
Awesome.
Panthro. I couldn't get his nunchucks in there before it ran out of time, but there's a good look at my cover. My sketch cover, that is. I'm sorry.
So awesome.
Oh, so you have a different Thundercat sketch cover than me.
Yeah, this is for the very first issue of the regular Dynamite series.
Dynamite. Dynamite.
I think the one you're talking about, I think maybe you've got it's a mini series based on the main title.
Oh, I don't know. Just those Thundercats.
It
Oh,
says
does
Thundercats.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it may very well. Maybe it's just another variant of some kind.
Well, it's different people. Mine is Ed Brisson and Rafa Labosco. Jordan says, Lemez is about redemption and grace. Valjean is saved by faith and love, while Javert clings to law. A spiritual tale of duty versus justice, showing how compassion can transform a life. True. It's not about the French Revolution. It's about that.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Is there people dying in it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was bad
That's
enough I had to
starvation.
go. It's bad enough I had to go see it on I had to go see the musical. So
What?
yeah,
Even it's bad enough. It's a great musical. I have it on TV.
yeah, okay, if you say so.
I know. I don't. I'm not a big fan of musicals, but I did like Newsies.
Singing the song of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be something again. Play it again.
Beating of your heart echoes the
The
beating of
beating of the drum. There's about to start when tomorrow comes.
tomorrow.
We'll in our parade. Will you stand strong and stand by us?
Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I remember.
I highly recommend A Tale of Two Cities, starring Chris Sarandon. If you ever get the chance.
Is that a musical?
No, it is not. A musical.
Oh, I like Chris.
Okay,
Sarandon.
are we moving on here?
Yes, it's got a theme.
Yeah, Chris Sarandon's a theme, right?
I like Chris.
Tale of
He's
Two
cool.
Cities. It's the same as Les Miserables. It's the same.
It's the same thing. It's a musical. It's got music in it.
Are
He's
we
great
moving
in
on?
Fright Night.
In my sleep.
Please, for the love of God, can we move on?
Yes. Please.
Next
Now
up,
In my
Mike.
cloud.
Now
That
I-
is late.
Cheat, Mike.
Dreamed, we moved right on.
Mike, who cheated using color.
Excuse me. The rules have been changed.
As long as everybody's allowed to use color if they want, then it's not cheating.
That's right. That is correct.
Now
So
I
here,
know why they call him Les Miserables.
Les Miserables, because everybody in the movie is
You have to
miserable.
sit through them singing.
Really, really
Miserable.
sad.
Everybody watching the movie is
Wow.
miserable.
No, it's not about whatever. I'm listening to it right now. It's only 60 hours long. You should try it.
60 hours.
Be careful, Mike will fight you and then become your friend.
Yay.
We already did that with Star Wars.
Feel free to rob first place from Kevin tonight in his own backyard.
Okay, I finished my Thundercats
Nice.
themed art for the night. So there you go.
Did you?
I didn't put you on the poll because you weren't drawing.
Well, okay. Well, you as a
Let's
bonus,
see.
everybody could just take a look at my screen. You know, whatever.
All right, let's have a look at the screen.
We'll just make all your votes count for Kevin.
There you go. I don't think that's a Thundercat.
I mean, he's got ears. He's got a
Narf, he's reading a book. Narf.
Narf.
We're reading Les Mis, Lionel.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Wow, world of sports.
I think he's making a joke.
Everybody jumps on it.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
Hey, what turned off?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Is there any warning on that movie now for the streaming?
There probably is. All right, let's check out Amy's.
Oh, look at that.
Still working on the sketch. Just kind of fell in a groove and just kind of kept going on it. Like, oh no, I ran out of time to clean it up. I'm like, well, you should have paid more attention. Like, oh.
What Thundercats is that?
It's Wily Kit, and it's gonna be Chitara. I think this is probably gonna be Mino when it's done. But I have to finish. I'm trying to figure out what kind of a hairstyle would he have if you were trying to look more tidy. So
That's a tough call.
yeah, Wily Kit's just got some flowers up, and Chitara's kind of got hers pulled up a little bit and has a hairband. So
Did you know that Thundercats is loosely based on Les Miserables?
really? Then
No.
you should have a musical.
No, exactly.
Really?
Nope. I was waiting to see where you went with that because I was like, yeah, there's something that don't smell right about this one. Go ahead.
So yeah, just trying to think like how would Lion-O try and put his hair up if he I don't know that he's really putting his hair up. I think Chitara's just trying to get the kids sort of in line and behaving themselves for something fancy. So he's kind of tripping along as best as he can, and I don't think he's got his tie on quite right, but he's like, okay, here we go. Just off to go do something important and formal, which they're probably not too crazy about, but they're gonna have a nice time anyway.
He reminds me of Jean Valjean.
Exactly, just like that song.
Oh
We
boy.
might have to, stop by an inn where they'll charge you twice for closing the window.
Jordan says, be right back. Going to AI a little Thundercats cast in Les Mis.
Oh,
Oh no.
I mean, it could be funny. You have to admit.
All right, next up, we got Alan Alonso.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Ooh, look at that.
Nice, Hal. Very good.
I will finish eventually.
Cyril, would you recommend Winsor and Newton Pro markers by any chance? I have not tried Winsor Newton markers. I wouldn't even recommend their brushes. The quality control at Winsor Newton is not what it used to be. And by used to be, I mean like 30 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a new Winsor Newton brush a couple weeks ago or something, and man, it's not cool. It's not acting like.
No, you should have got a Raphael. Arthur Adams told me about another brush that actually is high quality and good quality control, but I can't remember the name of it. It's driving me crazy. Hey, you guys want to see what else I'm on?
Yeah.
Alan, anything else to say about your piece?
No, it's just pretty straightforward.
course it is.
Mumra, Lino.
It
You
looks
just
like
watch Les Mis.
They're just so sad about the injustice of it all. They're like, no, they were so happy. They could have been so happy. And then
They
Lionel's
miss
like,
Sarah
"Oh,
Brighton.
Alpha Pro says minus 50 points for giving Lionel pants.
Yes.
Oh no, that was just like I said, I didn't finish. That was just a color hold.
Oh. So what you're saying is you were drawing them without any pants.
Yeah, there's no pants on this cat.
He's a cool cat.
I don't know whether or not to give you minus
Family show, right?
minus points for getting the sword wrong or plus points for getting it way better than Rob Liefeld.
Oh, I've seen like 4 different versions of the sword. I just picked one.
Oh, you got to go for the cartoon, man. You got to go for the cartoon.
Yeah, that's true.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Go ahead.
No, you are 100% correct. I should have gone with the cartoon.
Rhaegar says Lionel got pants, but Grundy still got no pants.
does Lionel want pants, or Grundy want pants too?
All right. I know this has nothing to do with what we're doing, but look.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
We got that sketch done.
Oh, cool.
There's
There's
Sakura.
Felicia, Kura, looks like Chun-Li, of course, and Ganny.
Yumi.
So you do the markers before you ink it?
Oh, there's marking. Oh, there's
Yeah.
I had an old Capcom cover that didn't take color well, and so I wanted to do something to test it. So I inked in her hand. I just use first thing I do is I use a very thin
Alpha Proto super approves.
red line.
Oh,
just so
absolutely.
just get the shapes, and then I color it, and then I ink it properly.
That's just
okay.
gorgeous.
Cool.
Yeah, because you don't want to like take Matt. You don't want to take like a alcohol marker and go over a place where you've inked heavily, and then it starts to smear the ink.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
it'll smear this ink, right?
Yeah.
It'll smear the ink regardless. So if you use this is a pretty color fast marker. So the alcohol markers don't really blur these, and I can go and just do the basic shapes with this.
I guess it makes sense that Copic would have a liner that doesn't bleed with alcohol markers.
You mean because they also make these?
Yes! That's what I figured would make sense, right?
I like the logic.
It's nice occasionally people can figure things out. Otherwise, they just have to send everybody letters and tell them how they need to do stuff.
Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of work after a while.
It does.
Launching Discord slowly so we can see Melissa. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Carson. Where's yours?
Oh, I didn't really draw anything. I just started right when you guys were ending.
He was just sharing his effervescent personality with us.
See, I got I can, let me see if I can't really show the camera. Let me see. Let's see.
You hear the people sing.
Why is green?
The music of
Oh, there you go.
will not be slaves again.
Oh, isn't she pretty?
I just started, so
Oh, that's nice.
right when you said pencils down, I was like, oh, okay. I just started. I was talking. I was eating some chicken and stuff.
That is really cool.
Thank you. So yeah, that's all I had. Sorry.
Talks about alcohol markers and the blenders never work for me. You mean the blending pen?
Right.
The blenders, yeah.
Yeah, they pick up. They don't really. They pick up the ink. It
Or like an eraser.
Yeah,
Does, like,
yeah.
straight up alcohol work, or do you just need to use an eraser?
Oh, here. I got something. Here. I got. Here you go. Let's see.
Wait. All right. I see a Fantastic Four logo. Oh, look how cute she is.
Whoa.
That's not Thundercats.
No, but she's really adorable.
Yeah.
It's my that's what I was working on. I was gonna put it up for sale, but I was gonna do the Invisible
Very
Woman and do the
cool.
Fantastic Four.
It is, Alpha. It totally is.
Okay, I did not expect this from you, Missy. You turned Chitara into a pole dancer?
What?
Okay.
I love the little 8-bit sprite.
She carries a staff, man.
That's awesome.
Gosh, this was inspired by. I saw this video. They're called
It's called a shepherd's staff,
a
right?
shepherd staff. Yeah,
What
out in the Canary Islands.
Yeah, you
these
lower yourself.
Shepherds have these really long staffs that they basically jump off a really high ledge, and then they stick the staff down like in
That's
front of
true.
it, and then they slide down the staff, and
And
they
then
can go
they
down
dance on it.
9-foot drop.
Oh, that's so cute. I love the little tap and then it shrinks back down to normal. Like, boop.
Hey,
She's so cute.
thanks,
Yeah.
sis.
I like that waterfall. Reminds me, it brings back the feeling of Zelda opening of the first game.
Right?
Boom, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Painting those
Boom.
little crawling vines was so satisfying.
Some little environmental things really are. It's weird when you and dangerous when you kind of just get into a zone and start working on things. I'm like, oh no, I'm in a zone, aren't I? Where am I? How much time's gone by? I need to clean stuff.
Oh, thank you.
It's relaxing.
I really appreciate that.
Wait, you don't appreciate my commentary?
Right. Now, what's her OF?
Oh my goodness.
What's that?
That's everybody. Now let's check out. Now everybody, get to the polls. Get to the polls, everyone. To the polls. Well,
or are you streaming? You're streaming. I think
A, who I think is Cyrils. Is this Cyrils?
Weird, right? That one? She's adorable though.
She looks like she's supposed to be somebody in particular, like an actress.
Yeah.
Might have referenced it, or at least the photo and stuff and all. Her photo.
She's really cute though.
Just
I
watch
like
out for
the-
too much forehead.
I like the orange. That looks great, Cyril.
That's why I'm thinking she is modeled after an actress because of the forehead.
Yeah.
Cyrils, is that an actress you're
Derek?
modeling up?
How is it like she is like no, you did great to get that done that quickly and inked. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't come anywhere near that close to getting mine done. And she looks really cute. I love the little dots on her
See?
hair.
Alicia Schmidt is a runner. I knew it was a real person.
That makes sense for an athletic character like Chitara. Right?
Yeah, good call. Good call.
There you go. All right, next up, we got S. Started very late. Ugly redesigned Snarf.
Snarf.
Oh, that's about the cutest little snarf I've ever seen.
Oh, Snarf-tastic.
Snarf. Lionel.
Yeah, little guy.
Yeah.
He was
Okay. And that's SE Spider.
Oh,
Spider.
okay. Sorry, I hate that Discord just disappears names.
It can be random with some of the stuff it'll do sometimes.
Hey, did you guys see the they made the Thundercats opening into a animated AI movie?
No. Is it amazing?
I mean, it's not perfect or anything, but it's kind of cool.
It's worth watching, right?
It was one of the first.
And then they
guys, I think.
somebody took the first few minutes of the second episode of Thundercats and made it like completely AI and stuff. It was pretty cool too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Elrod here with a couple of them. Lion O. Richie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, what a feeling. Dancing on the ceiling.
I wonder what AI they're using to bring those to do these. Which one?
Okay, that's a winner for me. So here's where he gets back. And
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's a great panthro. It's a straight up panthro.
That's Panth-bro. That was cute.
Yeah, Panth-bro.
Panthro.
Lion-O, kiss my Converse.
Lion bro.
Don G says hello, my friend. Well, hello. All right. Next up, Doug Smith with.
Oh wow!
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Doug Smith.
Oh, cool.
And I don't even know whose music is. Don't work.
It looks like if Nicolas Cage played Lion, though.
That would be epic.
Yep.
No.
It's our music.
Amazing hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'd watch it.
Nice. Elrod, Novocaine wore off. Don't feel like going to be the other room for inks. What?
Oh my gosh! I hope you're feeling better soon, Elrod.
Nicolas Cage says, "Who you calling a furry?"
Oh my goodness.
Thanks for drawing. They're amazing. I like the kind of lion you take for his face. Liony? Is that a word?
Jiminy Cricket cheating again.
Well, I
Nice.
signed it tonight. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
nice.
that's absolutely.
If that was done tonight, he would have my vote.
Alas, it was not, because he's a cheater.
Without even looking into it, you automatically assume.
No, he said already.
Oh.
Well, I signed this tonight. That's not cheating, right?
He signed it tonight.
Wonder the Barbarian.
Oh, and he's got the spot.
Wonder.
Jiminy Cricket says, "I got the right sword, though."
You sure did.
He did.
Oh wait, that was Mickey.
And look, it's got the Wonder Bread dots.
Wonder bread.
Wonder Bread.
Oh my goodness, man.
You should do some Lady Death in the future, Mike.
Oh my god.
All right. That's it. Real quick though.
Oh no. They're all too good.
By me.
Oh.
Ah.
How pretty. What's this?
Oh, it's just a cover I did for them for a while ago.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice. Did you color it too?
No, non-John. The guy that colored the first couple issues of On Star.
Okay. I didn't know you did one.
I did a cover. Yep.
Very cool.
I have not asked him about doing more, but whatever. All right, back to this.
Oh no.
All right, let's see. Start with Larry. Who would you like to vote for your draw log? Pros pick.
Wait, where's the one with the Panthro? That was that was my
I thought you were
favorite.
gonna say the one with the pants. I'm like, no, we discussed this. They don't.
Pants out there.
Yeah, Lionel wore a onesie.
Panther, Larry, is that your vote?
Yep.
Okay. Matt?
Panthro.
Whoa, Lionel Richie. That's hilarious. I didn't see that one. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to go with. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Sheila Easton. I like. Oh, you know what? I'm probably gonna have to go with Panthro. I hear a little voice whispering in my ear. I think it's my conscience.
Really?
I think it's my conscience. Yeah, Panthro. They're all good. Oh, that's a nice one too. Hey, that's all by the same dude. Elrodimus.
Elrod did all half of them. Kevin.
Yes. I'm going for Doug Smith's Lino, I believe.
All right. Hal.
I'm going for Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie. Amy.
Hello.
No. They're all great though.
Okay, Melissa.
Let's see. We've got Spider did the best snarf. Oh man. Cute redesign, but then Elrod did a ton of these and he isn't even feeling really good. And he did so many great pieces. And I like the Wonder Bread. That's awesome. Jiminy, it's amazing. Even though it's cheating, it's still amazing. And but Doug Smith's piece is really cool
Amy,
too.
my phone is running out of batteries again, so can we?
Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna say, maybe. Okay. I feel like a little birdie wants me to vote for Panthro.
Are you voting for Panthro?
Oh, yeah, Elrod, I think. Hope you feel better soon, Elrod.
Melissa?
I'm gonna go with Doug.
That is a gorgeous piece.
Yeah, the coloring. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's powerful.
I'm going with Doug.
You're going with Doug.
I'm going with Doug.
I'm going for Lionel Richie. So Elrod between Panthro and I'm not sure if that counts, but
that's
Lionel
Hello.
Yay.
Is it me you're looking for?
Hello. All right.
I can feel it in my legs.
How many votes we got? Let me see.
Because I'm not wearing pants.
I can feel the breeze are coming.
Because you're a Thundercat? I think we had this conversation.
Well, we're all Thundercats.
All righty. Let's grab this. We got how many people are watching? We got 25 people voting and only 14 votes. Come on, people. What are you doing? You have all that time and only 14 of you voted.
Well, they were probably
Hello?
just dazzled by all the great
Is it
girls.
me you're voting for?
Waiting for.
Is it me you're voting for?
There's a winning
I
smile.
love that light. It's like Mike is like being followed by divine light above his head. With aluminum foil, it looks like.
It's like what is it? You concentrate it into a single point, and then you make the worst sequel to a movie ever.
It's like he's big. He's powering up. Like,
Don't look at it.
Kamehameha.
Keep your eyes shut.
Does anybody know what stupid movie I'm talking about?
Is it a movie about lamps?
Well,
No.
I'm guessing it's
It's a short.
Was she wearing nothing but tights?
Not Zard. Well, no.
Zardoz?
It says you're doing a spirit bomb.
Zardoz?
It's
Was
a
that
movie he shouldn't be in because he died in the first movie, and then they brought him back for the second movie. And then
Spider-Man?
they changed the whole.
Oh,
No,
well,
Highlander.
I know exactly what it is.
Oh.
And it sucked. That one.
The cool thing
Oh.
about the movie is Sean Connery. You take your whole life force and you concentrate it on a single point. I said, what? and then he dies again. Okay. Thanks for. All right. So let's share. Stop sharing. Present. Share screen. We've got 16 votes.
got it.
I'm gonna wait here all night for you people to do your job in the chat.
Well, there's a little bit of a delay, so you know.
The Space Marine got it. I think it was a Highlander reference, but it looks like he's casting Spirit Bomb. And Jordan just says Highlander. It was Highlander 2. And there should be only one. All right.
There should only be one.
Literally.
Should be only one.
Literally.
I'll go ahead and say Larry with 0 points because he's not even on the thing.
Yes.
Matt, who showed up halfway through and didn't even get to start drawing, with 4 points in sixth place. With 32 points in fifth place. Melissa, president of the Snarf Fan Club, Lester. Oh, sorry,
Aw, thanks, guys.
Matt. Forgot to do your thing. Matt, Watercress and Lion-O. Caution, I don't get it.
Sounds nice.
It's based on my earlier comment. I was in the green room eating all the watercress sandwiches.
In fourth place with 33 points, Amy. Don't you pick on Snarf, Lester. Yay! Honor medal in his own ballpark tonight. Kevin will undoubtedly win this competition sharp.
Okay, the title lied there, but whatever.
Hey.
In second place with 52 points, Alan. That's Alonzo.
You got a nice composition there. That was really nice.
Snarf.
And in first place with a whopping 70 points, Mike, hearing impaired. Miller, it's not.
Oh no, I guess so.
I'm not hearing impaired. I'm
well,
speaking.
You don't have
impaired.
speakers, so you can't hear what everybody's saying.
Right, but I can hear.
You can hear.
Deaf goes
Well,
mute.
speaker impaired then. No, that means you can't talk.
I am.
Why is that?
He was only
You know what?
half a Helen Keller.
So wait till the batteries go out. Then you'll really be hearing impaired.
Not speaking impaired or speaker impaired. Well,
All right. Well, that's our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for being here. We're not going to keep working, but we might sit around in the bathroom, although we can't because my phone's going to die again. But anybody got anything to say? Anything to promote or whatever?
LarryWhitakerAuthor.com.
Larry's got a book because it's coming up soon. So we're all excited about that. And Jeff's working on
LarryWhitakerAuthor.com.
It's writing book number 5 by my books.
HunterWriter.com.
The person who will not be slaved again. Okay. Anyway, that says God bless everyone. Have a good night. Thank you, everyone. And bye, Jeff.
Yes,
God
buy my
bless
books.
everyone. And buy Jeff's book.
Say good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everybody.
everybody. Thanks.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.